You don't break news.
Why not? It's the draft.
So come on back next week, Monday at 5 p.m. for more
Weird.
rare and radiant music on the Roots and Roll radio show.
So weird.
22 West.
We are 22 West Radio. 22 West Radio is 22westmedia.com and 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach, Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and now our World Broadcasting Tag Team Champions of the World and a Cruiserweight Champion.
I'm Ethan.
I'm James.
Oh, I'm Rob.
I was like,
And we are BTR. This is episode, 95?
95, but we act like it's episode
act like
number
it-
10
exactly.
or something.
I
That's
think
all
one of
right.
them's up now already.
Yeah, 93 is up.
Yeah.
One
So-
of those 90 something.
So we are this is episode 95 of Beyond the Ropes. We are BTR Pro Wrestling Talk. What are we talking about? Professional wrestling, obviously.
and maybe some other stuff. Just facts.
Oh, no, that died weeks ago.
It doesn't have to.
Well, we don't want to resurrect it.
I mean, Fortnite might come back.
No, I hope not. Anyways, we are on Facebook, facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes, where you can give us a like. We post episodes and videos
And other goodies.
predictions, whatever you can find on there. We also have Twitter accounts. You can follow me at EthanNV95. You can follow James at
JHW reporter.
and Rob at,
Rob Flores Media.
and you can follow the team account at Real BTR Radio. That is at Real BTR Radio, BTR Radio with 2 R's. You can also find us on YouTube. Just search up Rob Flores or Rob Flores Media, or just search up Beyond the Ropes. Rob is attempting to get us live on You Now, but that is currently not happening.
It's not going very well. But,
As usual, we have technical difficulties right here.
but when we do get that going, you can find us at hashtag Ask Questions.
There you go. We're going 2 hours tonight.
That's
We're,
the
we're
word.
taking we're taking over Rob's second hour, Rob's show.
Mhm.
Why not? I wasn't prepared for this. I found this out 30 minutes ago. So
That's
content may be light, but
No,
No,
well, it's not
no.
light for WWE.
no,
so
we got plenty of content. In
Yes,
fact,
we
there
do.
was some news about 3 hours ago. We're gonna talk right about it. So this is a quote. This is a very long
Very
quote.
long quote.
So
It's a letter.
So keep up with me. But this comes from WWE superstar Mike Kanellis. Today I asked for my release from WWE. I want to thank everyone in the company who has helped me out and who I have shared a locker room with. I love you all. I have been with the company for almost 3 years and I am incredibly grateful for the opportunity. However, it is time for me to move on. I am only 34 years old and feel I have way too much left in the tank. He also misused 2, but whatever. Wrong 2. Working, sorry, as the journalist comes out in me.
It happened.
Working 1 day a week is just not going to cut it for me. I came to WWE to work, and that opportunity does not exist right now. I resigned with the company back in June because I thought it was what was best for my family, and maybe from a financial standpoint it was. But I quickly realized that bringing my work frustrations and misery home with me is not good for my family, and I no longer want my daughter to constantly see me come home defeated, sad, and angry. It's not fair to her or my wife. Being a pro wrestler was and is my lifelong dream, and I am not ready to give that up yet. I wasted 4 years of my life addicted to drugs and not caring when I should have been having the best matches of my life. Now that I am clean, sober, and motivated, I want to have those 30-minute matches. I want to travel the world and wrestle in front of UK crowds, German crowds, Japanese crowds. I want to feel the love and excitement wrestling once gave me. I also want my daughter to be able to see me wrestle. I want her to see her daddy work for his money. I've never been okay with just collecting a paycheck, and I can't in good conscience tell my daughter that she has to work her butt off to get ahead in life, then not do it myself. I don't know what the future holds, but for the first time in a long time, I am hopeful and excited. Thank you to everyone who has ever supported me and had my back. I love you. So Mike Kanellis asked for his release from WWE.
But that does not mean he has been let go. That still is,
He just, as he mentioned, he just
Right.
re-signed with the company back in June for 5 years. He is currently locked up for 5 years. Whether or not WWE decides to let him go
right.
or keep him around and make him sit or work his contract, that's something we'll find out over the next several weeks, I would assume.
Yeah, I think it's part of me always thinks it's kind of a weird situation when people want to leave WWE, and that's because a lot of people always say that's their dream, and it's the biggest company, and they pay very nicely from what I hear. But at the same time, when you take your mental health or your sometimes happiness and your well-being is worth more than whatever anyone's willing to pay you sometimes. So sometimes you would rather just want to step away, regroup, rather than just, working 1 day a week doesn't sound bad, but it sounds like, you're still traveling to house shows and stuff, I would think.
Apparently
Only
not.
not
If
be
if
used.
he's working 1 day a week, he's appearing on 205 Live, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He's not working the house show circuit.
But it's just always weird because you get Zack Ryder got called to Raw for a whole year and was never on there until the end when it was brought to WWE's attention.
The very last episode
Yeah.
of the year, yeah.
But you know what I mean though? It's like you get on a plane, get in, you have your gear with the, not even knowing that you're gonna get on.
Right.
It's just, I don't know, it's just weird. You're still getting paid money. I'm assuming he's still on house shows or whatever, and there's times where you wonder, like, where's Finn Balor?
Right.
Where's so-and-so at? And they're like, oh, you can catch him on a house show.
Yeah, it's weird. I think I don't know if WWE would make someone, well, they have actually, in the past, let someone sit out their contract, which is weird to me because they're essentially paying someone to not work.
Yeah, but, when you think about it, what is he going to, he would go to AEW or,
That's
or
likely.
New Japan or something.
As you mentioned, most wrestlers, they want to go to the WWE because it's the biggest promotion. Well, now, for the last few months, there's another option, AEW. It's not the number one promotion in the world, but it is essentially number 2 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And quite rapidly, it surpassed every other promotion, at least in the States.
True.
So there are other options. Whether or not he will go there or even be offered, I wouldn't be surprised if they would offer him a deal because he is a pretty well-known name and he's a good wrestler. But at the same time, he also did mention he wanted to wrestle in Japan, he wanted to wrestle in Europe and all that. And right now I don't think AEW is doing any shows outside of the States. That could obviously change.
I'm curious though. If anything, it would be like the John Moxley and all these other guys, and we can get to Moxley in a little bit later. But where they're doing their AEW, which is probably only once or twice a week as well, and they still have the freedom to kind of bounce around a little bit. I don't think any of those guys are exclusive on AEW, really, right?
I would assume, from what I can tell, from the roster that I follow, I don't think they're really doing anything other than AEW right now, with the exception of guys like John Moxley.
Yeah, right.
I think
Pac,
probably
whatever.
bigger names probably have something in their contract that will allow them to go where they please. But yeah, some of the, I don't know, unless they've still got dates that they need to
Right,
fill.
right.
I don't think they're really doing anything other than AEW.
That's true.
So, it's
Pardon
gonna
me,
be interesting to see
I
what.
kind of find that hard to.
As
how
far
much
as I know.
Well, no, yeah, I'm just saying because it's like, okay, you're on AEW. AEW is not WWE in terms of money, where you can offer money to just sit around.
Well,
I know they have backing and stuff, but
they got the son of a billionaire, so it seems like they're throwing around quite a bit of money. I don't know how much money, but they're throwing around.
I just
six
feel like
figures to a lot of people.
you're a month in and you're not gonna.
Well, a month in the show.
Right. But I'm just saying, okay, but even then, it's like, you're not doing house shows. It's like, if we're paying you, you're going to be on the show at least every other week.
Right, and they're doing the AEW Dark, which is the YouTube
Right.
show, which some of the wrestlers have competed that have not shown up on their main Dynamite show. So it seems like the wrestling, they've got their list of wrestlers showing up on either show at a time. So Yeah, Mike Canales. I wonder what that would mean for Maria.
I'm sure
'Cause
she's yeah. Well,
She's currently pregnant, so she's obviously not. I mean, she's showed up on TV.
she's been showing up on TV still.
The,
Yeah.
Not the last 2 weeks or
I feel like
couple weeks.
things shift. They shifted off of them real quick and did this whole Lana thing.
Yeah,
You think that's a
probably
coincidence?
because I mean she's far along her pregnancy.
Yeah.
She's at least probably 7 months, maybe more.
Really?
Maybe not. I think I'm confusing them with maybe someone else. But
Yeah.
she is pregnant, and they probably don't want her traveling.
Right. But
So-
I think that's why, because like after she was pregnant, Lana kind of came back. And
Yeah,
then
she
Rusev
came back.
Angle, or no, not are they? Yeah, they're doing the Rusev Angle, right?
They're doing
Yeah.
as of last week they were, yeah. So
With
we are
Bobby Lashley.
on You Now.
Finally.
Finally,
Yeah.
Took a minute.
Rob, our producer here, got it done. Good for him.
Yeah,
Figured
good
it
for
out.
him.
Took,
All right. Baby,
took,
baby steps.
took about 10 minutes there, but he got it. It's all
Hey,
good.
We're just calling in the ring here on the BTR show.
Yeah, because we are BTR.
Yes, we are.
So yeah, Mike Canales, what are your thoughts, Rob, on him asking for his release?
I think anybody would want to go ahead and stand out. But at the same time, I mean, WCW had that cool guarantee contract and they collecting money and figuring out what to do next for a bit.
I mean, you get a 5-year deal. I mean, I'd sit
They
there.
could take care of the kid.
You'd sit there? I mean,
I mean, when you love what you do,
in 5 years he'll be 39 years old. Your body, especially if you're not doing it, your
I mean,
body,
Hulk Hogan
So
still
uh,
here's
wants
my
to.
thing.
your body is gonna change.
If they weren't really doing anything with you before the contract, and then they offer you a contract, and then you still, I mean, I can see how you would assume then something's going to change. But still,
Nothing changes.
Nothing's going to change just because you signed a deal. You
That-
know,
they essentially, I mean,
isn't that what the Gallows and Anderson did? Didn't they sign the deal?
Yeah, but they've actually been used.
Yeah, a
They
little
joined. They
bit.
joined with Styles, and they got the OC going. So
got
they're on
Reigns
TV
too,
weekly.
I think.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm sure they're happy. They're making $500,000 each.
yeah, I bet.
They'll be millionaires if they're not already.
Yeah, I would assume they are at this point. I
Maybe.
think.
I don't know how
They're
much they
well
were
off.
making before.
They're well off.
Yeah. So,
I
yeah.
mean, and it's all well deserved. Don't get me wrong. It's all well deserved when you're flying different countries, different states every week. Yeah,
For sure. Absolutely. And so we'll keep up to date with the Mike Nellis story, whether if there are any updates in the coming weeks and months. I mean, there might not be anything. This could just be something. Because I remember Luke Harper, I think, also shared that he asked for his release and
Yeah.
he got a contract extension. So
Did he?
they extended his contract a couple months.
Oh, right.
And he was sitting home for a while until he recently showed back
Yeah.
up. But so
Yeah, but I think too.
he,
at
he
that-
publicized his release,
Right.
but they didn't grant it. So that could happen with Mike Kanellis too.
Right. Well, yeah.
But they gave him something interesting
But-
to come back to.
That doesn't mean he's sticking. I don't think he's sticking around, to be honest. I think when his contract's up, he's
He's still leaving.
yeah, he's. Still,
I think a lot of that's just to prevent them from AEW, especially
no,
right off the bat.
it's totally from
Right.
showing up because
Especially from the start.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if they come 2 months in or whatever. All right.
even then, I don't think they want anyone
No, they don't. I mean, so you're gonna try and block whoever.
block
you
anyone.
can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you still get. That's why you're getting Hogan and Flair showing up, and you're gonna get them again in Saudi Arabia or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Just because you want to not have them go.
we're gonna talk about that in a little bit because we got some updates on the real life Halloween Havoc.
Before we get to that,
No,
for another example,
we're gonna go to a commercial in a little bit, but
are you blocking me?
go ahead, tease it.
I'm not teasing it.
No.
I'm putting it out there.
No, don't.
Just like
It's
Bret
just
Hart
that-
was on AEW,
Oh,
and
dear.
then didn't he show up on Raw like 2 weeks later?
Did he?
I think he was. He was in the WWE 2K commercial.
That's true. He was on that.
So then why they have to punish Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah, I heard they blocked them, but I mean,
Well, I mean,
well, because they had it, I think,
Oh.
planned. They were supposed to be on there, but then they showed up on the other.
they were supposed to be on Friday Night SmackDown, and they showed up on AEW Dynamite, and
But what's
they
so
got pulled.
special? What's so special about those two?
They just didn't want them.
Like, what is their show? What
They're
are
promoting
they?
a movie.
Oh, it's a movie, so it's
Especially
not
that-
on one of the channels.
No, Jericho was in it too, actually, so that's why they were on Dynamite.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess they were supposed to promote because they were in LA, obviously. So they were supposed to promote the movie, I think, which comes out on Wednesday. So little plug for them. But yeah. So
Haven't heard of the movie.
you really haven't heard of it?
I mean,
You've heard of
whatever
them?
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, the movie's
That-
kind of been
But
quiet.
yeah, like
Little bit.
there's a new movie commercial out or something.
I don't know.
It's not getting as much hype as Fortnite, but I digress.
Oh dear. All right. So, anyways, we'll be right back. When we return, we're going to be discussing WWE Crown Jewel as well as a character development for a certain WWE superstar. All that and more right here on Beyond the Ropes.
Ding ding ding. I don't know. There was silence.
En la esquina de East 7th Street y Alamitos está el Museo
Sí,
de
los
Arte
Alamitos.
Latinoamericano, una organización non-profit que expande el conocimiento y la apreciación del
How are
arte
the viewers gonna know what
latinoamericano
this is?
moderno y
It's a
contemporáneo,
bilingual
y es
one.
el
It says
único museo en los
bilingual promo.
Estados Unidos que está dedicado a
I
presentar
thought he was gonna say,
este
this
tipo
is
de
a
arte.
bilingual
El museo
station.
tiene
I was like,
una
oh.
exposición permanente desde
Wow.
1600
He's like, this is a
horas.
bilingual station,
Hasta mayo
stupid.
12 tiene la
Alright.
exhibición La Huella Múltiple, que
You
busca
win.
reunir las mejores
Or else
obras
Ethan could be like,
gráficas
what was it
producidas
called?
por artistas
The ones that
cubanos,
dress in gold?
populares
They're like,
y
"Sí,
emergentes.
señor."
Para conseguir más
The,
información,
The ones
puedes
dressed in
visitar
gold.
su página de
Oh,
internet
cookies.
en
Yeah.
mola.org. On the corner of East 7th Street and
Yeah.
Alamitos is the Museum of Latin
Is that
America.
all they said was
A
this sí,
non-profit
señor?
organization
No,
that
they said
expands
other
knowledge
stuff.
and appreciation of
I
modern
said
and
uno and those,
contemporary
so.
Latin American art, and is the only museum in the
do
United
we have?
States that is dedicated to
Oh, we
presenting
have
this kind
still
of art.
another
The
one
museum
still
has a
in,
permanent
Station
collection of
90
more than
still.
1,600 works
You
of
can
art.
pull up
Until
this
May
Crown
12th, they
News.
have the exhibition La Huella Múltiple, or the Multiple Print, which seeks to gather the best graphic works produced by popular and emerging Cuban artists. For more information, you can go to their website at
Trying to stretch out
mola.org.
these conversations.
What happened to Bless the Lord? And why can't I listen
so
to
cute.
Beach Center?
Well, we
We
switched hours. You can now listen to Bless the
My,
Lord at 2 p.m. and you can listen to Beach Center Reports and the gospel music at 1 p.m. So after you listen to some boring reports, come listen to Bless the Lord here on 22 West Radio and 22westmedia.com. Have some fun. Adios every Wednesday. Woo!
Aren't you that excited when you did your...
I'm JT. I'm an intern at 22 West Radio, and this is 22 West Radio.
He tried it. He got that.
Get ready, because I'm tagging you in to tune into 22 West Radio every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific. Oh, yeah! As myself, Rob Flores, James Williams, and Ethan Ortiz discuss everything related to the professional wrestling industry.
That was great! Yeah! Right to the kisser! Quiet, McMahon, I'm trying to watch this!
So don't miss a single episode of Beyond the Ropes.
I like that he's got the sound bites.
And we're back with episode 95 of Beyond the Ropes. I'm Ethan.
I'm James.
I'm Rob.
And we are BTR Pro Wrestling Talk. As always, you can find us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes, where we post videos, predictions, and additional content. We are also on YouTube, and they can find us. How can they find us, Rob? I'm throwing it to you this time.
You can just put Beyond the Ropes, Rob Flores, and it should appear.
There you go, and you'll find over 90 episodes of Beyond the Ropes there. We are also on Twitter
Yes, we are.
at EthanNB95,
At JHW Reporter.
Rob Flores Media.
and you can follow the show account at RealBTR Radio. That is at RealBTR Radio. BTR Radio has 2 R's in it. And we are currently on, with the hashtag.
Ask questions.
There we go. Now, before the break, we teased a little bit of Crown Jewel news. WWE's biannual, bi
Semi-an,
it's twice a year.
Twice
so,
a year,
So it's
yeah, right.
biannual.
Yeah,
I
you're
guess. Appearance, I guess, or production in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gotta get the money.
This time around, they will be there Thursday, October 31st, So I've been calling it the real life Halloween Havoc. I really do think they messed up an opportunity of calling it Halloween Havoc.
Do they even celebrate Halloween over
I don't
there,
think so, but it worked for us. I mean,
It would make sense for us.
I
this
mean,
is true.
if you're gonna bring it back on Halloween, it's a Halloween show. I mean, why not bring? Anyways, yeah, I doubt they celebrate Halloween. But
Who knows?
it is WWE Crown Jewel. This is like the second Crown Jewel show.
Yeah, because Braun won the,
No, that was the Greatest Royal Rumble. That was the first one.
and then Shane won that.
Shane won the
yeah.
with the World Cup
Look
last year.
at Rob. Huh?
What? Oh, speaking of Shane,
Fired.
yeah, gone. And earlier this year they had Super Showdown, which they did in Australia last year too. So it's all very confusing. Anyways, Crown Jewel, Thursday, October 31st. Matches that have been announced: Team Hogan taking on Team Flair, a 10-man tag team match. There was absolutely no stakes in this. I think they just did it for name value.
Just to get everyone on the show, pal.
Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair will lead respective teams. They will not be competing, of course. They will just be in the corners.
Did you hear? Where did I see this? Somewhere on Twitter. That Hogan.
Yes.
That Hogan thinks he's gonna have one more match at WrestleMania because he refuses to have his last match be at TNA.
I didn't hear that last part.
I forgot where I saw that.
but,
I don't know what dirt.
Vince?
He wants a WrestleMania match with Vince. That's not happening. But something that is happening is Team Hogan versus Team Flair. Team Hogan led by Seth Rollins and Rusev, taking on Team Flair's Randy Orton, King Corbin. And so far, as of now, that I haven't read it, I don't know, maybe there's news on Raw, but I haven't looked at anything. Those are the only four competitors.
I thought you were gonna say and Hogan. I was like, ugh.
No.
But Flair and Hogan are just managers, right?
Correct. They're in the corner of their respective teams.
And you know they're gonna get involved. One of them's gonna take a bump.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Maybe Hogan.
I know they shouldn't take a bump.
They probably
Flair
won't.
shouldn't
I
take a
don't think
bump?
they will.
I mean, Flair has quite the match with just his sweater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Exactly.
He could wrestle a sweater and
So
we
we
still get a pop.
we did get confirmation last week. Last Friday there was a press conference prior to Friday Night SmackDown. It was confirmed that Cain Velasquez officially retired from UFC and has signed a multi-year contract with WWE.
I mean, he can go. He had that one YouTube clip or Twitter clip of him in the mask, and he was.
Well, it was a full match, yeah, in AAA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw a clip though.
I saw
Didn't he
the
do?
match.
Didn't he do her and Grana or something?
I think he did a couple.
Yeah.
He did a few different moves.
Yeah.
So
I'll give him credit.
yeah, I don't know what Brock's gonna do. What is
That's
he,
what I'm saying.
What's he gonna do with Brock?
I don't know. We turn him on his head or something. I don't know.
I feel like they're just gonna go full
they're
MMA on that.
they're gonna suplex each other, and yeah, MMA for sure.
And so it will be Brock Lesnar taking on Cain Velasquez, and it is for the WWE Championship. It'll be.
And you know some people are mad because
I'm
he jump in line to get a match, yada yada yada. But I mean,
Not that, but the fact that Kofi had to lose this title.
yeah, that's true too.
That's
You
the
coulda-
frustrating part.
yeah.
And essentially last week
I
he's back.
forgot about
He's
that.
back in the tag division. So
What?
yeah, there was no mention of him getting. I think they mentioned one line of him possibly getting back to that mountaintop. But that was nothing. There was no reaction
Honestly,
to it.
I don't.
It's not happening.
It could, but it's very unlikely just because it's kind of like he's older too. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, he
older
could-
doesn't mean anything nowadays, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So next match is we did get another confirmation. It will be Braun Strowman taking on Tyson Fury.
Yeah, that was another random one that kind of got lost with me just because I'm like, yeah, Tyson Fury. Like, I knew the name, but I couldn't really. I kept thinking of
I had heard of him.
Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad's been watching a lot of boxing the last few years, so Tyson Fury's been in the mix quite a bit. I think he showed up at the Staples Center show. Was that his first one?
Yeah, the
I
Friday
think
Night
I
SmackDown.
think one of his he's had a match or two in LA. Some big matches in LA.
Some fights.
Some fights in LA.
Okay.
So I know he's
He's a big WWE fan apparently, and he has been wanting to do something with WWE. So
I mean, it makes sense, and then and obviously them adding these sports figures
it adds name
to the
value
Fox,
and
yes, to what Fox is trying to do. I mean,
yeah, Fox.
because Fox probably has UFC, I think, UFC
Not
might or have
anymore.
been on Fox.
It used to be. I don't think it is anymore.
And then Fox probably does some boxing. I don't know. That whole landscape has changed a little bit.
I know they
recently,
do
but-
football because there was nothing but football names on last week's episode of SmackDown during the draft, which we could talk
Was
about
there?
in a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get through this
Card.
crown jewel card because 2 more matches were added. Those were matches that were confirmed in last week.
Right.
These are matches that have been added as of earlier today, I believe, or late last night. Mansoor, NXT superstar, who got
he-
signed the first Greatest Royal Rumble
Yeah.
and won the Battle Royal, I think, or
Yeah.
it was a Battle Royal
Was it
last
for a
this,
contract?
this year.
Or-
No, he was already signed.
okay.
They-
Oh, it
they
was in his
not-
home country though.
Yes,
Yeah.
he won the Battle Royal earlier this year at Super Showdown, and he will be back as he's taking on Cesaro in a singles match. Should be a decent match. I mean, Cesaro's in it.
Is Man? Yeah. I mean, is Mansoor? I'm
He's-
trying to
he's
remember
decent,
how big is he then?
Oh, he's like Ali size.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's not.
He's not big.
Yeah, he's not Cesaro huge, so that should be
No, he's
interesting.
he's a decent wrestler. He's appeared on
Yeah.
NXT, so he's probably gonna get the win here because it is his home country. So, they gotta please the crowd.
Yeah, but not just Cesaro.
Unfortunately, Cesaro's I think in that spot now where he's just putting guys over.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. But a big match. This is literally a big match. This is the largest tag team turmoil match in
Why?
WWE history to determine the best tag team in the world.
No.
Yes.
R-Truth and Shane O'Mac.
No, the World Cup is happening, and Shane McMahon and R-Truth are not in it.
Oh.
But we can't confirm this list of names.
Watch the revival. The revival's gonna get the gimmick. Are they in the match?
Don't they got belts or no?
Don't they know?
The New Day,
Yeah.
and they included all 3 members.
Okay.
The Viking Raiders,
Mhm.
Heavy Machinery,
Mhm.
Lucha House Party, Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins,
This does not sound impressive.
The Revival,
Okay, there they are.
The OC,
Mm.
Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode,
That's the team.
Random.
and the B Team. Well, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode are tag champions. So
Random.
they literally, pretty much the entire tag division besides Authors of Pain, I think, are in this match. So
Yeah, I mean,
or a tournament.
I'm
I
just
guess it's a tournament.
I'm just trying to think. Someone's gonna get stuck with a gimmick.
I don't
That's
think
pretty
so.
much what it. I mean, not
No,
always.
I mean,
not
that's a
always.
I think
but
I think this is gonna be a little prize for the New Day for Kofi losing
probably.
Kofi losing that title.
Probably.
They might give the New Day some.
Or
Is
repackage
that
the B team?
It could be. Yeah.
well,
That's what I'm saying. This is an opportunity to slap a gimmick. On
I don't know
somebody.
who would it be though.
I
think the B team
I think
would-
it could be the revival, just
They're
because.
tag champions right now. They don't need a.
Yeah, but the revival can say they're the best in the world. Like, I mean, it doesn't mean you have to be an
I
annoying
guess.
gimmick like Shane.
No, that's if the Revival win. That's gonna exactly what's. Gonna
Yeah, but at least they
Yeah,
can have a match, like without jumping off a cage. And
That's-
nothing
I mean,
against Shane.
yeah.
Like Shane is good, but what is Shane without a high spot? Nothing.
Well, you could throw some.
Terrible
punches.
Shuffle puncher.
No, those aren't.
That's-
those look terrible. He could dance.
Yeah, but
He does good.
I mean,
heel-
I
he
like-
Does, he does good heel work.
yeah, he does good. I mean, Shane's good. Like, I mean, he's great, but
Yeah.
not like every day. Like,
Yeah.
once a year. It's funny how they were so excited for him to be like. Oh, you know what I liked on Twitter about that?
What?
Was like where they were saying Vince is probably mad backstage because they didn't say the Nana Nasa.
Oh.
Because that's Vince's thing, and they make fun of him on Bruce Pritchard's podcast all the time. The Nana Nasa.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, when you go out there and you get fired, they're all gonna say Nana Nana. Something like that.
They didn't really give him a chance because it was kind of rushed.
Yeah, that's
so.
why. But I mean, you still gotta squeeze it in when you can.
Very true. In other news, last Friday we saw some development in a certain character. Sorry, I'm talking about Bailey.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bobby Lashley or something. I was like, darn you.
No, we're not talking about Bobby Lashley. No, absolutely not.
Yes,
Bailey.
Bailey. Yes.
So, last Sunday at Hell in a Cell, she lost the SmackDown Women's Championship to Charlotte Flair. After the match, we saw her kind of have a breakdown, and ultimately they set up a rematch for Friday Night SmackDown. Bailey taking on Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Charlotte came to the ring. Everything's normal. Bailey's music hits. She comes out all Bailey-like. She's wearing a hood, though.
Yeah, I was
She's
wondering how
wearing-
they play that because I never saw that part.
She's wearing like a hoodie, and she just kind of stops. She's no longer smiling. She slowly takes off the hood, and she reveals a new haircut.
Mm-hmm.
She does not have the ponytail anymore. It's kind of like shoulder length.
Yeah.
And
And she slashed
then
the
she
buttons.
takes off
Yeah.
her hoodie, new gear. I mean, it's just kind of the same.
Yeah,
what she
new
has.
color
New colors.
scheme,
Yeah. Kind of basic. It's not very as colorful as her previous
The
gear.
others, which you would
It
go for
literally
if
just
you're
says
young.
Bailey right here, and then just colors right here.
Mhm.
And then she goes to the side.
What about the inflatable thingies?
She looks at the Bailey buddies, as they call them, and she goes to the side and takes out, I guess, like a pickaxe or
Yeah,
something.
whatever it was. Yeah.
I don't know what they call it, but
It looked like a leaf blade or something.
yeah, it was just like a little blade on the side. I thought it was like an axe, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't
no,
a full
no.
axe. And then she starts slashing, going full horror movie on the Bailey buddies.
You know what I loved about that clip though was that she no-sold I think the purple buddy like.
It was the green one.
The green it like landed on her head.
Yeah,
and
but it
like,
fell off
And
perfectly.
it fell off and like
It was she just
she like
stood there.
no-sold it and that was great.
It was great. She didn't. She didn't break.
Like it just like
She
'cause
just let it
cut
fall.
But
Did you see it?
They could have advertised Angry Face once.
No,
They coulda,
No,
but-
then you want to take her seriously. 'Cause
Yeah,
the way,
yeah,
especially the
yeah.
way this ended. But anyway, she slashes each one, tosses a few of them off the stage,
Mm-hmm.
and she just walks down to the ring, no music, and
Which I hate. Don't. She better have some music.
no, we'll get to it.
Okay, I'm just saying
She-
because that dog sticker thing was annoying.
Yeah, they have a match. Bailey gets a roll-up win, kind of sneaks after Charlotte tries to get a pinfall or the figure eight. Excuse me.
Mhm.
She rolls her up, gets a victory. New music plays, kind of generic music, but it's actually not bad, at least from what I heard. And she grabs the title and kind of runs around and celebrates, and gets on the announce table. And then we cut back to her in the ring, and she says something I can't say on
She
TV.
said it- on TV or on radio.
Right, on radio.
She said a bad word.
She said a bad word, and then she says, "Screw all of you,"
Mm-hmm.
and walks away. And the music plays, and it definitely was a Bailey-like, the hugger Bailey,
Mhm.
and we got to see some new character development, and I like it.
And she was trending, and it was everyone popped for it. I want to know what that little girl thought.
Oh, Izzy loved it.
That's right. I think
We talked about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Izzy's been here on the independent scene for like a year.
Has she really?
Yeah, she's been like a manager for people.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You
she's
gotta
got
send
work.
me clips of this.
Follow her on Twitter. I'll send you.
Like, cause I know she's doing that. I think
She
we talked about this
she
before.
goes to
She's
NXT
doing
with
the-
her parents and stuff too,
Does
so
she?
you'll see her in the crowd
Oh.
sometimes.
'Cause I know she's doing the
But she
judo
does.
or the jujitsu.
Yeah, she does that, and then she does.
But so
like-
when she goes to these NXT shows, still is she wearing Bailey stuff?
No, she wears like undisputed. She's wearing undisputed
Oh,
era.
Lord.
Yeah, well, you know what?
You just saw casual.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, of course. Like,
Of
she's wearing
course,
undisputed era
everyone,
style,
everyone who
like,
knows
Jesus.
quality wrestlers
Okay.
would wear. She wears a. Like,
Okay.
she's wearing different stuff.
Does she have a Velveteen Dream shirt?
I don't think she likes Velveteen Dream. I've seen
What?
her boo him. Her parents, I think, like him.
Yeah.
Keep
Because
tra-
her parents have some taste.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm literally just. I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm just like, I don't know how you can hate Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he was going against Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era, so I think she's a bigger
Whatever.
Undisputed Era.
Whatever. I love how you can then just
She's a
say
bitch.
Roderick Strong. Like, we all
What?
know.
Well, I'm reminding people that the Undisputed Era are a thing, and they're carrying the NXT brand to success.
I'm surprised you didn't say they're carrying the WWE brand.
I mean, they essentially are at this point, because
Lord.
NXT is carrying WWE.
Lord.
But we'll talk more about that in just a little bit, because we got to take another commercial break. We are going 2 hours, because we're taking over Rob's show
Yes.
today. again last minute, but that's all right. We'll fill it up.
An undisputed 2 hours.
An undisputed, exactly.
You're
Well,
welcome.
we had our undisputed celebration a few weeks ago. You missed it, but
Yeah.
It's all
I
good.
was boycotting the whole.
you were on assignment
Yes, I
on
was.
assignment, as I was saying.
I was on assignment.
Well, allegedly.
I
Anyways,
was.
We gotta hit a
I had
commercial
fun,
break,
but
Rob.
I was on assignment.
Well, it was the same kind of.
Wait,
fun.
was this? No, wait, no.
Rob and
wait.
I were having a lot of fun
Was this-
with the undisputed facts.
And see, I missed this week, and that was right. That was the week prior where you poo-pooed on Bret Hart, on the name of Bret Hart,
Yeah,
and I was mad. I was boycotting. That's what that was.
Is that
yeah,
why you didn't show
that
up?
was the real reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it
I
was a
admit
solid
it.
episode.
I'll admit it.
We didn't-
I did it.
We didn't have to talk about Bret Hart that week, so it was
Yeah.
good. It
Well,
was fine.
now you got to again.
Nah, it's all
Hater.
good. It's all right.
I need to know why you hate Bret Hart.
There's a number of reasons to hate Bret Hart, and we might get into that in a little bit.
In
but
hour number 2.
we gotta get a commercial break, and Rob, take us to the break because I've got no transitions here. So let's go.
Do a little shimmy, or oh,
Yeah,
you
do-
wanted just to press the button. I thought you wanted him to like bust a move. Just hit the button. Just
Yeah,
turn on my mic. Just turn on my
let's-
mic.
It's cancel.
Am I
Plug
deleted?
it, yeah, just
I'm
delete 'em.
deleted? Deleted.
Absolutely. All that and more next.
I thought you wanted like okay,
This
do a
broadcast
transition.
is
Like,
brought to
I'm
you
kidding.
by the
I don't know.
Lifelong Learning Institute, or
Yeah,
all
let's talk about the
at
party
CSULB.
stuff, actually.
If
Okay.
you are 50 and older,
Get that.
the Institute offers more than 80 non-credit classes in
oh,
8
did you want to
sessions,
run through
both on campus or at a satellite location.
We got another.
Ollie is designed for the joy
Let's get
of
to the
learning
party
with
stuff.
like-minded
Okay.
adults. There are no tests, no grades. Learn more, age less with Ollie, the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute. For more information, visit csulb.edu/Ollie, OLLI. Go Beach!
Programming support for 22 West Radio is provided by Turkish Airlines. With 307 destinations worldwide, Turkish Airlines flies to 124 countries and offers daily non-stop flights from Los Angeles to Istanbul and beyond.
Istanbul.
For more information, visit turkishairlines.com. Widen your world.
Enjoy the best classic hits with the Even Richard Stevens. Songs from the 60s, 70s, and 80s that made
Yeah,
it on the
because there was
charts
buy one
are
get one.
classic hits. And
Buy
there
one
are
get one,
thousands
and
of
I sent it to
songs
my
to
brother,
choose
but I still
from.
had to add a
Sometimes
line.
fast, and sometimes these songs
I
are
just
pretty
went to
and
do
slow.
like on my
Will
old
touch your heart
But
and
I still
soul.
need to go more.
Classic hits at the beach. Now 2 hours on Mondays from 3 to 5 p.m.
If you're listening,
You're listening to 22 West Radio, the new home of K-Beach. And if you're listening on your desktop or through our website, you may want to take us along for the ride anywhere you go. It's so simple to do. All you have to do is download the free Radio FX app from the App Store. Then when you install it, just search for 22, type the number 22 in the search box, and then hit the star to favorite it. That way, 22 West Radio will always be at the top of your feed on the Radio FX app. It's Radio FX. It's free at the App Store. Do it today.
22 West.
And we're back with episode 95 of Beyond the Ropes because we are BTR Pro Wrestling Talk. I'm Ethan.
I'm James.
I'm Rob.
And as always, you can give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes, where we post predictions, videos of each episode are uploaded there, and additional content. We are also on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube by searching up Rob Flores or Rob Flores Media or Beyond the Ropes, and you'll find over 90 episodes uploaded there. As of today, I believe 93. So, we are also on with the hashtag,
Ask questions.
and you can follow us all individually on Twitter at EthanNV95
At JHW Reporter.
Rob Flores Media.
and collectively at Real BTR Radio. That is Real BTR Radio. BTR Radio has 2 R's in it. It's a sad thing that we have to discuss this. I mean, we don't have to, but it's kind of a big issue going on. Jeff Hardy
Mm-hmm.
has had a kind of a history with drug and alcohol abuse, substance abuse, essentially.
Yes.
And unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I believe it was his third DUI in the last 2 years, which is a shame and very dangerous, obviously.
Yeah.
And so some family drama kind of spilled onto social media over the weekend. I know initially, I don't know where Matt's tweet was. I didn't search it up, but essentially
Maybe it was.
I think it's a lot. I just have good pun there. There we go for woken man or broken man. But essentially, he said, he wished his brother well. He spoke to him, and he's hoping for the best and all that.
Right, and putting the word out there that his brother is okay, and letting fans know.
Right, and apparently it wasn't received well. I don't know if that was what triggered this tweet, or if it was something else from Rabbi or something. But I know Jeff's wife wasn't too happy about it. This is a tweet. I believe I can read everything from this. Yeah, so it's inappropriate, I guess, as appropriate for radio.
It's PG.
Yeah. So this is a quote from Beth Hardy, the wife of Jeff Hardy. Kept my mouth shut for too long. Don't take any info seriously from quote unquote family when it comes to me or Jeff. Quote unquote family quotes are BS. Family, non-unquote, should have contacted us first before they made a statement to Twitter. Looks like they were not more worried about their online presence than Jeff. That was 2 days ago. Around 10:33 p.m. yesterday, on October 12th, Rebby replied to this. Hi neighbor! Exclamation point. His @ is @Matt Hardy brand. She tagged
Right.
Matt. This is Rebby Hardy, by the way, Matt Hardy's wife, and the sister-in-law of Jeff. Also, we live 100 feet away.
That's the greatest part.
Pull TF up. Can't say it, but that's what it is. If you got such an issue, winky/kiss face, the emoji. 3 wine glasses.
Right.
Hashtag love and light. Hashtag prayers. Hashtag bless your heart. Hashtag y'all. And here is a little extended quote or statement from Rebby herself. No matter how much you dislike him, Matt is still his brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, here long before your but, I'm changing it up, is family, not quote unquote family, period. Any statements from Matt about Jeff do not need your approval. It ain't about you. I know it kills you to have anyone acknowledge that the facade of a perfect life you try to maintain is a profanity quote or joke, excuse me. But not everyone thinks the sun shines out of your Beth. I didn't realize there was so much here. But Beth, and not everyone wants to be complicit in your protecting and enabling of a man who is well on his way to killing himself or someone else. You're an idiot if you really believe Jeff's actions don't affect Matt. They do, and he has every right to speak his mind on his own brother. Remember, he speaks from experience. Unlike you, we don't run and hide from our issues and pretend nothing is or was ever wrong in this house. Matt was the absolute worst, and I've seen how bad it can truly get. I know how the story ends if you don't wake up already. Worry about that instead of what is said to quote-unquote nobodies online. As you so eloquently described their fans, it's not talking S, it's living in reality and holding people accountable when they need it. Maybe it's time to put the wine emojis away, drop the Twitter stunting, and put that energy into keeping your man from driving effed up on the streets. I drive with my children before trying to come at a man for addressing his own blood/business partner, in short. And as always, mind your bleeping business.
I think...
Cut a few words out, but yeah.
I think, so again, I mean, it's hard to comment on someone else, on a whole family situation. I mean, you don't want anyone really commenting on your family in that regard, but
right.
I think this actually speaks to my point that they are public figures. Maybe not the wife of Jeff Hardy so much, which may be why it's kind of like you don't need to put her business out there. But I mean, it's going to be out there anyways because the mugshot's going to be posted by somebody and it's going to be out. yada yada, and that's kind of what you sign up for when you're on TV and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, kind of like Rebby said, like, you know, it's kind of hard to pretend that you're a perfect family when it's obviously on record that is not the case. At least Jeff isn't perfect. I don't know the whole entire
The rest of the family, yeah.
Yeah, right. So
Which Rebby has stated that they're not. They've had their issues in the past.
right.
You know, especially with Matt, she's stated right there. She's seen him in the worst times.
And I think to that point too is like, see, these kind of situations always kind of. This is a situation where if Jeff did die in a drunk driver accident or a car accident or something like that,
Which we don't wish.
Right, we don't wish, but it's kind of like, this is easily one of those things where it says, we should have done more, we could have done more, why
Right.
didn't we do more, you know, and it's kind of like, get him some help, take the keys away, make sure there is no reason for him to,
Right.
know.
If this
I mean,
keeps
don't make it easy for him to
If this keeps happening, clearly he's not getting it, or
Right.
he has a problem. I mean, he does. Yeah. So, whatever it is, I mean, that's obviously their life.
Right.
It's their situation that they need to deal with privately, or, I mean, yeah, they want it privately, but that's, you know,
It's not gonna happen when
it's
you're
not
a
gonna-
public
when you're a public figure, and especially when you're putting all that Twitter
yeah.
drama out there. It's gonna go. It's
And-
been reported by wrestling sites and all that.
And see, I think this reminds me of the Road Warriors. And Hawk had his substance abuse, alcohol, and all that stuff, and you know, that led to his death more or less. I mean, yeah, I think. Well, actually, he have a heart attack, or no, I think he overdosed. But either way, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's just still, it's an unfortunate situation. And hopefully, you know, he can get the help. I mean, it's even tough to compare and say he's not as bad as Scott Hall was. You don't know that for sure. But at the same time, it's kind of like if Scott Hall and Jake the Snake and other guys can't get clean, I think Jeff Hardy can do so
He
too.
doesn't necessarily live with DDP.
I'm curious. I was just about to say, I'm curious to know if DDP has tried reaching out.
I have no idea. I know he's been helping Big Cass recently, so I don't know what the situation is. Yeah. So, and you know, I mean, DDP can only do so much. He's not. He's not a.
He's not a babysitter.
He's not a. Yeah, exactly. He's not like a therapist. He's just.
Right.
He's essentially helping using his program, the yoga program, and you know, letting them allowing. He's allowed Scott Hall and Jake the Snake, as you mentioned,
Right.
to live with him for a period of time to essentially help overcome this. And I don't know if they did specific rehab or what, but you know, it's been documented and it's been done. So, and they've had their setbacks. I mean, Scott Hall is.
Oh yeah.
I believe they both have.
I think they still, even when they go out to a function, or they still might have a beverage or two.
Yeah, and I don't think. Well,
it's just a matter of not going overboard.
No, I don't think they wanted at all. I know at Raw 25, Scott Hall wasn't allowed in the ring because there were alcoholic beverages in the ring.
Oh really?
Yeah, so you can't have anything around him.
So where was he at during that? Did he just stand on the?
I think he might have been outside, or he might have just gone straight to the back.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So. No.
Oh, because
they want to clean.
when they did the Austin.
When they did the Austin celebration at the end of the show.
That's right.
So, yeah. So, in kind of sad stuff, family drama, and especially you know when you're talking about substance abuse, it's a difficult situation to discuss. But I felt the need we had to discuss it because it was reported by several news sites, and it was again public on Twitter and such. So. We've got some more stuff to discuss. We've got some AEW and NXT news, as well as the WWE draft that has happened on Friday Night SmackDown, as well as currently happening right now on Monday Night Raw.
You want me to give you the spoilers? Just say no. Don't play games.
Let's go through Friday Night SmackDown first. Let's go through, and I gotta pull that up actually because I wasn't prepared for that yet. We are going. Second hour, we're taking over the Golden Spotlight, and we will continue past the 7 o'clock hour. But how was everyone's weekend?
It was okay. It was cool. I was on assignment still.
You were on assignment?
Yeah.
Your secret assignment?
Yeah, secret assignment. I mean, if you go to Twitter, it's not secret, but
Yeah, follow James.
at JHW Reporter on Twitter and Instagram. Also, if you, if anyone is listening that was impacted, affected, or near the fires, we send
Our best wishes or
and positive vibes and hope everything does turn out okay for those in those areas. I know there was some, not directly in my area, but I know Calamasa, which isn't too far from where I stay at, is had a fire. I know Fontana and some other places had some fires. So not everyone had the best weekend, I'm sure, but you know, we hope that everything kind of can turn around for those impacted or affected.
For sure. And alright, so I pulled up the Friday night SmackDown results, and we kind of go through it a little bit. We've got time, so we'll just go through it. It started off with a match between Universal Champion Seth Rollins taking on Roman Reigns. Match ended in a disqualification. Just cut to the chase.
Is that what happened for the first pick?
Yeah,
The draft?
for whoever gets the first pick. The Fiend, favorite Fiend, interrupted. He came through the ring this time. He pulled a Kane, an Undertaker. Came through the ring.
You're
So
going with the through the ring spot early, huh?
yeah, it was different. Kind of liked it. Kind of after he brought Seth down to quote unquote hell.
In the
And
first match of the show, they were already doing that spot.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday Night SmackDown on
Yeah,
Fox, so you
well,
gotta get the
yeah.
show going.
I'm just thinking because you gotta be careful with that door the rest of the show. I mean, no matter when the segment is, I mean, the trap doors and stuff.
Oh, I'm sure they padded up nicely.
Yeah.
So, Seth did escape, and when he was like choking in the ring, whatever, the Fiend just kind of popped his head. Very creepy.
Yeah.
It was very horror movie esque, and that's kind of how they've been running it with the Fiend, which I like. It's very, very movie like, so
Yeah.
very cinematic. Anyways, Michael Cole informed the audience that Rollins had won by disqualification since he was attacked by the Fiend, so he was representing Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw got the first pick. So for every 2 picks, SmackDown got, Raw got 3 because they are 3 hours. So also only 30 superstars were eligible to be drafted
For the first show, yeah.
for the first show, which I did not like because I don't know.
Yeah, in
it
a
was just
way,
random.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense though if you're gonna stretch over 2 shows.
Yeah, I know
But
that's
on
why
top
they
of
did
that,
it.
you still have more than 30 people.
Yeah, they're drafting 41 tonight.
Yeah.
40. Yeah.
Well, I know, but still, I'm just like.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't really like the concept.
Yeah.
I don't like the way they did the draft this year. So we're gonna get to the first picks, and they each had war rooms. The USA Network and Fox Network had war rooms with about a dozen people in it.
I didn't know that.
Everyone was on a phone for some reason.
They're making it out like the NFL draft. That's what they're doing.
I hate it. It was so comical, but not in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
It was like bad comedy. Like I know what they were trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't good. And for every like commercial break, when they came back, I mentioned that like literally everyone who works for the NFL or Fox, like the football, literally was trying to promote like the draft or whatever.
Right.
You could tell like no one watches WWE, so
Yeah.
it was bad. And apparently some reports going around saying WWE superstars were rolling their eyes at these segments. It was
I'm sure.
Fox really just needs to lay it off with their
Yeah, their social media, whoever's running their social media account.
the social media is funny. It's good.
It's
okay.
It's kind of spotty.
Which the Fox
The Fox, WWE
Fox?
on Fox, yeah.
From what I've seen, people like it.
Well,
I haven't followed much of it.
I haven't either, but I'll see some tweets where they have like a typo in it, or
yeah,
which I mean you're gonna make typos,
yeah.
that's fine, but it's just like I don't know. Oh, and you know what? It's something that was actually discovered on this, and I thought it was a typo. Was the NXT Cruiserweight Championship?
Oh really?
Did you didn't hear about that?
No.
Well, it's not called 205 Live Cruiserweight Championship.
No, they never called it the 205 Live Cruiserweight Championship.
They called
It was
the
just
NXT.
WWE.
Oh well, now it's called the NXT.
Yeah, which I'm fine with.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's
So, but
dependent
they-
on NXT now.
Yeah, but they still have 205 Live.
I think so for now. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
a few cruiserweights have been drafted to SmackDown and
Oh,
Raw,
really?
so I don't know if that's gonna continue. It'll be we've got to see what's gonna go on with 205 Live. We're running. Are we gonna run through the hour, Rob, or are we just gonna cut for a few minutes and go into the second hour?
Have a
What-
commercial, do the whole
spiel again?
intro again. You don't want to do the whole spiel, but you could do the intro. We don't have an intro song.
Well, we
No,
always have to start off with the ID in the beginning of the hour.
Okay, so we'll take a break in
And stretch our legs and do some cartwheels. And
a
then-
minute or two, or what do you want to go in right now?
I need
To see
Yeah,
the
we can go
draft.
now.
All right, so
yeah, I need a stretch. I need an extra minute.
all right, so when we return for our second hour, taking over Rob's show. This is gonna be second hour. This will be still episode 95 of Beyond the Ropes. When we return, we're gonna start with the first draft picks for Raw and SmackDown. All that and more right here on Beyond the Ropes.
And go on you now and you can watch me stretch.
There we go.
22 West.
We are 22S Radio. 22S Radio is 22smedia.com and 88.1 FM KKJZ HD3 Long Beach, Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and now our World Broadcasting Tag Team Champions of the World and our Cruiserweight Champion.
I'm Ethan.
I'm James.
Oh, I'm Rob.
That's the second time. You did it earlier too. We are
got
back.
so excited.
We
got so excited.
We are back with episode 95 of Beyond the Ropes. This is our number 2, a special 2-hour edition. Cause why not? Because Rob had no one else.
I have some breaking news
And
from the WWE draft. I don't care.
no, we're gonna talk about the draft, and then you can spill it after.
Okay.
I'll let you go through the Raw picks tonight.
I just want to break his heart.
What happened?
Oh, no,
my gosh,
don't
what
say
happened?
it,
Oh
don't say
my
it,
God.
don't say it.
No,
No,
I'm curious.
let him feel the pressure from
Okay.
getting
Don't
to say his name.
Don't look it up. Don't
Let
look
him,
it up.
let him go through
Don't
this.
look it up.
Alright.
I
So,
told you, breaking news.
first round draft picks last Friday night. Becky Lynch was drafted overall to Monday Night Raw.
Number 1 overall.
Number 1 to Monday Night Raw. How do you feel about that?
Wasn't she
That's
already?
kind of bad.
Well,
I thought
no,
they would've-
everyone got redrafted.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just felt like she was always exclusive to there until she had lost that belt.
Well, she has to.
Yeah,
she has it.
but when you get thrown, when everyone's
Everyone
a
got
free
thrown in.
agent,
Yeah,
everyone's a free agent, and then they just do. It's
mean-
kind of weird because if she's your number 1. She's the number 1 pick,
Right.
which means that's who's making the money. Whatever.
She's a man.
She's the man, and you don't put her on the top show. I mean, it's 3. I mean,
Raw.
3. Yeah, I mean,
You could
it's
argue Raw.
well, Raw is supposed to be the number 1
Sex
show.
thing then, right.
But when SmackDown's making that money, is
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
But I think too when you have a 3-hour show,
At the
you
same
gotta
time,
do
you gotta give Raw something.
Yeah,
USA's
yeah,
not gonna be
yeah.
happy if you're
Right.
gonna give them something.
right.
So the first draft pick for SmackDown, someone Fox has been wanting for a while. Roman Reigns,
Yeah,
number 1 for SmackDown.
there you go.
Not
I mean that makes
surprised.
sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, I could have told you that you weren't gonna get both of those guys, both of them on the same show.
Next up for Raw was a bit of a surprise. I like it.
Who was
The OC collectively.
That's right. They did.
were
the-
drafted number 2 to Raw.
which is kind of obvious. Which then makes you makes you think that another stable has to get drafted, right? In which they one did. No.
I don't know. Possibly. We'll see.
Find out. Ooh.
Bray Wyatt. Now this is a shock. Bray Wyatt was drafted number 2 to SmackDown. I for sure thought he was gonna stay on Raw. This was a shock.
Yeah,
to
which
me.
is actually when you find out the rest of the results, today's results.
Oh, there's something. Okay, well, we'll
It
get to it.
kinda,
We'll
yeah.
get to it. But yeah, this was like something that I was completely shocked about because I could have sworn that Bray would have been on Raw, but
Yeah.
he was drafted to SmackDown. Next, to end the first round, Drew McIntyre, who's been out with an injury,
That's
was
right,
drafted to
yeah.
Raw. So good for him. He got
That
drafted in the
early
first
on,
round.
huh?
Yeah, I mean, again,
Sometimes
the way
it's
they did it was
Yeah.
only 30 men,
Yeah,
30
yeah.
people were eligible, so you gotta.
But
be-
it's still you kind of almost want to read into he's a second or third round
There's those-
pick,
yeah,
but
that's
there's
exactly, that's
but I
another
feel
thing.
like there's been, I mean, wasn't Finn Balor
Finn
top
Balor was-
5 pick
Mhm.
in the last draft and
Well,
I mean
he
he got
was
hurt or
initially.
whatever, but
Yeah, he won the Universal Championship.
That's right, that
way.
was the same,
Was,
yeah.
He was the
and
inaugural, yeah.
Yeah.
He beat Roman on the first night. That was a big
That's
deal
right.
at the time, so.
Yeah.
But yeah. So next up, we had Baron Corbin take on Chad Gable. Corbin pinned Gable. These two have been having a number of matches over the last several weeks, and they've been really good. So Corbin won. Next up, the second round of the WWE draft. By the way, this was all announced by Stephanie McMahon on the podium on top of the stage. So.
Okay.
Raw chose Randy Orton, which
I can
was
see that.
interesting.
That's fine.
I was like, okay, he's been on SmackDown for the last
So he's
few
a
years.
Raw, yeah.
So-
I think he was on Raw for like a while too.
Well,
But I think I've always kind of
In
had
20
him as a SmackDown guy.
in 2016, well,
I think I've always had him as a Raw guy.
for like a while, he's been on SmackDown. So he's,
Oh,
he's
okay.
finally on Raw. Ricochet, they got Ricochet on Raw, and we're gonna talk about him. Bobby Lashley also on Raw. Yeah. So.
See, yeah.
And SmackDown drafted Sasha Banks
Okay.
and Braun Strowman.
So
I was shocked about Braun again. That was another one. I was like, wait, really? Braun?
what?
Braun to SmackDown?
Too high or that he's on SmackDown?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but you gotta give him somebody.
I guess.
I mean, at this point, who do they have? They don't have. They have Roman, so
Yeah.
they got somebody. But
Alright, so.
how many rounds did they do on the first night?
5,
Okay.
4,
3,
5,
2,
5.
Well, because I just want to after we get I want to just evaluate who had the better first night.
Okay, yeah, we'll discuss
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Next up, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman talked a little bit. Cain Velasquez and Mysterio came out, and Mysterio cut a promo for Cain. Or Cain, I think he talked a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So, essentially Ray is...
This is how they're retiring him, huh?
Well, he's quote-unquote injured right now because of the Lesnar. He's in a sling, so...
Yeah. Not all of Rey Mysterio, just his arm.
Just his arm. You're right, yeah.
He's
all
in a
of Ray,
sling.
all of Ray Mysterio is in a sling.
He came Velasquez and just carried him around over his back on a sling.
He's got
like,
a
he's
wheelchair
like,
and he's on a sling.
Yeah, he's in a sling.
Oh, man. All right. Then we had a solid 6-man tag match between the New Day and the OC. Kofi got the pin over AJ Styles with Trouble in Paradise. So
I mean, you better give him something. If
that's
he's gonna lose
something.
the title, I guess.
Yeah, that was not really much.
Yeah.
But Stephanie McMahon then announced the third round of the draft. To Raw, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Is she?
Uh,
When was the last time she wrestled though? Oh no, she's been wrestling.
She's been wrestling. She's been in a
Yeah,
tag
she's
team.
doing the tag team stuff.
SmackDown then drafted Lacey Evans.
Okay.
So building her
Has she
up.
kind of cooled down a little bit? I feel like she had momentum.
She's been in a feud with Talia, so she's
Okay.
she's been on
Well, because
TV.
I know she punched what's her name in the mouth, Becky, but I don't remember that going anywhere after
Oh, that was months. That was months.
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm
they had a
saying.
feud,
Yeah,
but
I
then
don't
she
know.
lost. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
okay.
I mean, she's
I
held
just-
her own against Natalia recently. So.
Okay.
Then Raw got Kevin Owens. A little bit of a
Okay.
surprise there. I would have figured he would have stayed on
Stayed
SmackDown.
on SmackDown,
But
yeah.
okay.
3-hour show.
And then SmackDown got the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Revival.
See, that's kind of silly. The tag team title thing.
Yeah, but they could have lost them, I guess, if they wanted to move.
Yeah, but that's what I feel like. You knew they were gonna go unless they lost it. You know what I mean?
They could have lost them afterward.
Or Gracie.
I mean, that'd be a deal.
Yeah. And then finally to Raw, Natalia got drafted.
And okay, so
That was the third round.
let me know if I'm wrong, but what I like so far is that none of the people who've been drafted are in that match. Are in the match. You know what I
Are-
mean?
All right.
Because I feel like in previous WWE drafts, oh, we're gonna have a match between Randy Orton and Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston wins. Oh my God, Kofi Kingston gets drafted.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, they.
I hate when they used to do
Yeah.
that.
No, they.
When
they
it was
did.
like, and they show all the random faces, like
No.
it's like it's gonna be
So-
random, and then it's just the same. It's just the person in the ring.
So throughout the night, they've done the war room thing. So they
Yeah.
got reactions of the people from
And
USA
I-
Fox, which
okay.
were over the top.
What I was gonna ask you
ridiculous.
is, so I didn't catch this part. It wasn't like Finn Finlay and all them on SmackDown, and like it wasn't like
It was
it was just random suits.
executives. I don't
Yeah.
know if they were.
I mean, you didn't recognize anybody.
I recognize the guy from Fox, the one that won the 24/7. Rob.
Okay.
Stone.
Yeah.
That his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that.
He was on Fox.
Not that I know who. Yeah, I know. I remember the.
Yeah,
thing, but
and I don't recognize anyone else.
Okay.
On Fox or USA. And one guy on the USA Network had a face paint of Ultimate Warrior. So. Oh, and Fox had that robot from football.
I just saw a photo. Yeah.
So-
of that. Right.
So I was like, you just rolled
Well,
your
you,
eyes.
you gotta plug your stuff in.
I guess,
You
but
know. You
jeez,
plug,
it felt like SmackDown had become a commercial for football.
That's
So,
that's exactly. But yeah, that's part of it.
That's
I
Fox
mean.
Sports, right? I guess.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta. Yeah. They got a gimmick. They gotta get their stuff in.
It's just eye rolling though.
I mean, early on, you're gonna you're gonna get a lot of that. You can get Michael Strahan and everything else on there.
Let's just move past us.
I'm just explaining the TV business to you.
I know what they're doing.
I know,
I
I'm
know
just-
Fox Sports, but yeah,
They gotta
I
get
get
their
it.
stuff in.
I get it. Doesn't
If you
help.
if you had your own channel, you'd be plugging all your own stuff on wrestling too.
Well, for sure, but
Yeah. So
it's not working.
yeah, that's true.
All
I
right.
mean, just be happy MTV didn't get in. They don't got the Jersey Shore in there. Impact
Oh, I
Wrestling-
watched Jersey Shore. I'm fine with that.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
good trash TV.
Did you hear about
Oh yeah.
what's his name? Ronnie?
Kidnap.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
All right. I'm
Anyways.
sure that'll be on the show next year.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
If
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, they put the situation thing going
Yeah.
to prison. Anyways, getting off topic here. We're losing our listeners here. If we even have it.
That's right. My family's probably listening.
Maybe.
They listened last week.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did.
Were you on the air last
Yeah. I think so.
week? We don't know.
I would hope so if they were listening. I mean, yeah, I got home. Sorry to interrupt, but I got home and they're like, "We listened to you on the radio, sweetie.
That's good.
You did a really nice job."
Oh, you know, I had a roommate was listening too.
Oh,
He
really?
gave some comments. He liked it.
Did you say I was?
He thought we were a little rushed on time, which was true because we actually were rushed on time.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot to discuss and
Mhm.
we kind of rushed things.
Did he mention anything about my sweet voice?
No, he said he thought we had chemistry, which I agree.
I
think
agree
we all
too.
have chemistry. Like I think we work off.
Not the class, but actual.
No, I failed
right.
chemistry in high school.
I never took it, to be honest.
Oh, good for you.
But so he didn't say it sounded like very white or anything like that?
No.
Okay, I'm just fishing for a compliment. That's
No,
all.
he said we had good chemistry.
I'll
and
take
he
that,
Liked, he
alright.
liked what we were doing.
Okay,
So
sounds
that was
good.
good.
I was just seeing if there's anything individual about me, but
no, I don't think
all
you
right.
recognize.
I'm just trying to work a gimmick too. Everyone
I
has
know.
a gimmick.
Everyone's trying to work a gimmick in
Yeah.
this business.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, we got another gimmick I'm gonna pitch very soon.
Okay.
That way.
Wait, what?
What? That's a tease. All right. Whoa. What? That's right. I'm glad we went 2 hours because it would have been cut from the show if
Yeah.
we didn't. I'm glad we're letting the show breathe tonight.
There you go.
Getting back to the 4th round of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Raw selected the Viking Raiders.
Okay.
Good tag
Keep them
team.
together, yeah.
SmackDown selected
A tag team.
Lucha House Party.
So predictable,
How
and
was that
that's the stable. Just because, like,
I didn't expect Lucha House Party to get drafted. That was good.
I mean, no, I don't either. But I just, if I can call it like that, it's just have it be
I don't mind.
Molly Holly or something.
Oh dear.
No, I'm
She's
just
in the video game this week.
yeah, I
so-
saw that, and they made a big deal about it. But then,
Okay.
then they said other characters were in there, but I didn't see anyone else.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't kept up with the
Me
video
neither.
game much.
But good for Molly Holly.
The next draft pick for Raw was Nikki Cross. So
See,
she's-
there you go.
She's sticking
That's-
around with Alexa Bliss as the tag
That's
team.
something a little. I wish that was before the Lucha House Party, just to break up.
Well, that was for Raw.
That I know. Well, what?
Nikki Cross.
It
went to
was,
Raw.
and then
It was
Lucha-
Viking Raiders and Lucha. Then
Lucha's on Raw or
No,
Smack?
Lucha's on
Lucha's on
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Lucha's on
Viking
SmackDown.
Raiders on Raw. Okay.
Nikki Cross is on Raw.
I know, but still.
And for SmackDown, Heavy Machinery.
Another tag.
Well, they need
Okay,
tag
that's
teams.
fine.
They need
That's
tag
fine.
teams.
That's fine.
And finally for Raw, the Street Profits went to Raw. So
See,
this was a tag team heavy
it's
round.
just very gimmicky.
Well, you need tag teams.
Yeah, but not all in one round. Spread it out.
Well, they wanted the quote unquote best ones, and tag teams. You know, the tag team division's always kind of in the middle.
I mean, yeah, but to me, you're getting bonus people. You know, you're getting
well, if they're
you're
a
getting a
tag
Shawn
team,
Michaels and a Marty Jannetty. You don't know it at the time, but then, but you know, you end up with Shawn Michaels out of it.
yeah. So, anyways, that was the last round. There was only 4 rounds apparently.
Oh, for the day.
For the day, and we found out some more draft picks after the
Okay,
show
right,
over the
right,
weekend, which we'll discuss. But we already talked about the Bailey situation, so we didn't need
Mm-hmm.
to talk about that. But some draft picks that occurred
On the interwebs?
on over the internet.
The interwebs.
So, the way they said this, they set this out was, whoever didn't get drafted would become free agents, and they would get to select where they went.
Oh, that's dumb.
But that didn't seem how it didn't go
It
that
didn't
way.
go that way, right?
Essentially, whoever wasn't drafted, at least some of them, were selected afterwards.
Did they make a big deal about it, or they just put out a list?
They kind of put out a list.
Okay, I have a question, or I have a comment or question
Yeah, look
or
them up.
whatever. While you're doing that, did you hear on Twitter that WWE pretty much leaked out their draft order?
Yes, and I didn't see it.
I didn't either, but that was kind of rough. Like, I mean, not rough, but it's just kind of like, because the list that they had out saying who was eligible to be drafted or whatever was actually, I'm pretty sure at least the way like the first 5 or 6 people were drafted.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, especially when you're like supposed to be against all the spoilers and change it up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sad. They missed it. I mean, it's cool. I mean, you don't know it at the time until it starts happening, but people catch on, then it gets predictable. But yeah.
I'm trying to find the list that happened over the weekend, and I can't find it.
That's fine.
No.
Can I do my breaking news now?
Oh, that's right. You have breaking. Wait, is this the draft too?
Yeah.
Should we
for
just
Rob.
should we just go through the entire draft?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
can I,
we can-
but can I just break Rob's heart?
Go ahead. Break Rob's heart.
Okay.
We should film it. Hold on.
Rob?
I can go.
Okay, no, you can film it.
No,
I
I'm not
I
filming
need
it.
to. I need to confirm. I need to make sure I have
Oh,
it
you're
right.
gonna
Okay.
confirm this?
No, it's confirmed. I just have to get the list. Okay. So, Carmella's going to SmackDown, and Ortiz is going to Raw.
Oh, the 24/7 division has been split.
Yeah.
Wow.
So where does Ortiz go from here? If he doesn't have Carmella, what's the deal?
What's the deal?
I mean, he's gonna be a Paul Heyman guy. I mean, if anything, he's gonna benefit from having Paul Heyman there.
I would think so.
So, here I got the
yeah.
over the weekend draft.
Okay.
Raw selected. What is this? I don't know what this is.
CBS.
What's UD? What's UDFA?
Let me see. Let me see.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, undrafted free agent.
Who is
Thank
it?
you. Yeah.
I
I watch sports.
You do, because I certainly don't.
Yeah, it's my job.
EC3 selected to Monday Night Raw. Eric Young to Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
And Sin Cara to Monday Night.
So the undrafted free agents are the ones who, that's them saying that they weren't drafted, they picked where they wanted to go.
I don't think
That's
how
what
it
it
went.
means.
Supposedly, but I saw on Twitter that they kind of acted surprised.
They said,
didn't-
oh man.
Not sure it's
Or-
about
no,
NXT
it's-
people,
Oh.
though.
For SmackDown, Apollo Crews,
Oh, okay.
Drew Gulak,
Okay.
who was on 205 Live
Yeah.
before, so I was saying the cruiserweight.
He had or was a champion
He just
until
lost
he lost
to Leo Rush a couple
yeah,
weeks ago.
returning Leo Rush, right? Yeah.
Heath Slater,
Okay.
Tamina,
Okay.
and BT are all on SmackDown.
Who did you say before Tamina?
Heath Slater.
He's on the BD?
No, that's Curtis Axel
And who else?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Bo Dallas. Okay, that's right.
Jeez. Yeah.
I got my jobbers mixed up. Sad.
Oh, don't say that.
Sad. I mean,
yeah. So
it's true.
we're gonna start with day 2 results because some superstars have been drafted. I don't know if all of them have. Maybe at this point, maybe. But when we return, we're gonna discuss this and more because we have to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right here on Beyond the Ropes.
Do you think Bret Hart got drafted?
Huh?
On November 2nd, the Students of Color Conference will take place in the USU ballrooms to empower students to work across community lines in order to stand up against social injustices. With the theme Rise and Resist, students will get to experience interactive workshops, a series of speakers from diverse disciplines, and a chance to learn skills that will help them create meaningful change in society. The registration fee is only $5, which includes breakfast and lunch. Fee waivers are available upon request. The last day to register is October 25th. For more information and to register, visit asiculb.org/SOCC.
What was that?
Did they be breaking news to us too? today's draft picks.
Yeah.
We keep jazz international and time traveling. Here we come together on 22 West Radio every Fridays at 11 p.m. Tune into Antonai Music presented by DJ Cannot Be on the corner of the art districts on a Friday, happening 11 p.m. to midnight. If you want to call someone you love after the show.
Sound like a hotline show.
Okay, Nene, tell us.
He said
Radio show.
Sticky.
Wrong answer, Nene. Try again. Bless the Lord with
We
me.
should do a Halloween
Wrong
theme.
answer. It's Otaku Hourly. Otaku Hourly.
With sound, Halloween sounds.
You can listen to Otaku Hourly at
Let's do a Halloween themed episode.
22westmedia.com. Wednesdays at 9 p.m.
Very person. And we're back with Beyond the Ropes, episode 95. Because we are BTR Pro Wrestling Talk. I'm Ethan.
I'm James.
I'm Rob. As always, you can give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes. We post predictions, videos of every episode, and so much more. We are also on YouTube. Just search up Rob Flores or Rob Flores Media, or search up Beyond the Ropes, and you'll find over 90 episodes uploaded there. We're almost to our 100th episode. We gotta do something special. I'm gonna pitch it to you guys in a little bit.
Oh yeah, that was what you teased.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And also, we are all individually on Twitter at EthanNB95.
At JHW Reporter.
Rob Flores Media.
And collectively at Real BTR Radio. That is at Real BTR Radio. BTR Radio has 2 R's in it. Let's get into night 2 of the draft. I think pretty much everyone who's going to be drafted on the show has, for the most part, been drafted already. So, and I'm looking at this is CBS Sports, so I'm hoping this is the right list.
It's kind of weird that CBS Sports is like
They've
in the
been-
middle of it.
they've-
Yeah, I know,
they've been-
but it's
yeah.
kind of weird because they're like
Yeah.
not in the middle of it.
All right. So round 1
Mm-hmm.
for Monday Night Raw. Oh, this is interesting. I was not expecting this. Okay. Well, for the first round, yes, I was expecting. Seth Rollins to Raw.
Oh yeah.
That's not
That's what
surprising.
I was gonna mention earlier. So he's with Becky Lynch still.
Yeah.
So
They're engaged.
yeah.
So.
I mean, not that it matters because they got Bobby Lashley and Lana sleeping in a bed. And Lana's with Rusev.
All right. I know. It's okay.
Just,
It's okay.
It's just no.
It's okay.
It's not.
If Rusev's unhappy, he could ask for his.
He could
release
ask for
too.
his release too. Maybe he will. Do you want to
Maybe.
see Rusev leave? I like Rusev's theme song.
A little over Rusev at this point. You know my stance on Rusev. You know how I've been.
Yeah, but I like his theme song.
Yeah, get a new thing.
Oh no.
Alright.
Dun
SmackDown.
dun 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 na 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 na. Cut
Press
his
the
mic.
button.
Cut his mic.
Press the button.
Cut his mic.
Alright.
Cut his mic.
The first pick for SmackDown, Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
It's not surprising. They're both champions.
For SmackDown?
Yeah. So he's on the Fox show.
And Heyman's on things, so Heyman will still be there on SmackDown.
Yes. Okay. Next up, second pick for Raw in the first round of the night, Charlotte Flair.
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting this. I thought she was a SmackDown for sure. I know Fox
Charlotte
really
on
wanted her.
Smack. Yeah.
That was a rumor at least.
That Fox wanted her on there.
Mhm.
I mean, apparently not, or she would be there.
Oh, who knows? SmackDown.
Wait.
Oh,
So wait. So Becky's on Raw and Charlotte's on Raw.
Yes.
Weird.
A little bit, no. This caught me by surprise. Like, they need a new environment, to be honest. But the New Day collectively are on SmackDown. Second pick of the first
Weren't
round.
they on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, they received champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Not surprising, but at the same time surprising. Andrade with Zelina Vega close out the first round and will be
Raw.
going to Monday Night Raw. Andrade is obviously with Charlotte
That's
Flair,
Charlotte
so you gotta
Flair.
keep the couples together. This is
Yeah,
what
but Rusev and Bob and
they're on the same show.
Oh yeah. Oh, God bless them.
All right, second round. Second round. Monday Night Raw got the current WWE Tag Team Champions. I like this pick. The Kabuki Warriors.
The current Oh, because women's tag team champion.
Yes.
Okay.
Asuka and Kairi Sane. I like it.
I guess.
Good. Use them now. Use them
Yeah,
now.
that's the thing. Yeah.
They've been since they won the titles.
Yeah, but
Good. Use them. SmackDown. Daniel Bryan. So far, SmackDown
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
changed the
right.
landscape.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this list. I'm like, wait a minute.
These are all the same guys.
These are all the same people that were on SmackDown like 2 weeks ago.
Right. And I mean, Charlotte Flair and them were on Raw, right? I mean, Charlotte was probably
Charlotte
on
and
SmackDown.
Andrade were on SmackDown, so
Right.
they did move them, but the rest have been consistently SmackDown.
Yeah, but you're gonna get more good guys over that way when you got Brock Lesnar and stuff
Yeah,
coming
I
the other
guess.
way. Yeah.
Here's your guy. Second round pick. The
Bret
second
Hart?
pick. Rusev is on
Oh.
Raw.
Rusev's on Raw and Don, I guess, is on Raw.
I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Okay. But we know Bobby Lashley's on Raw. That's what. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he was.
I haven't
first
gotten
day.
there yet.
Yeah, you did.
Was he in the first?
You said Bobby Lashley. He was like the
You're right.
the third of 3 people.
Bobby Lashley's forgettable. You see what happened?
Jesus.
Oh man. Bailey, SmackDown Women's Champion, is on SmackDown.
In the 3rd round?
Second round.
Oh.
Not surprising.
Okay, wait. So she's a SmackDown champion, right?
Yeah. Sasha Banks is there too.
And actually, she beat Flair for the
Charlotte,
championship, and so yeah.
So, there you go. And closing out the second round for Monday Night Raw, Aleister Black.
Okay.
Not surprising.
He's
and
with Zelina?
and they're all on Raw.
So wait. Oh, he's on. So Aleister Black's on.
He's on Raw.
Oh, how accommodating.
I like that though.
That's
Maybe they'll
cool.
finally use him. They have 3
Yeah, I
hours.
was gonna say, wasn't he doing a promo and
They
like wasn't he
been on
doing
and off
it?
in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
for months now. He has barely been on.
And he was good too. I mean, he was
good.
like
He's really good.
Yeah.
And finally, he's on Raw. Let's use him. 3 hours. Apparently, Paul Heyman really likes him.
Yeah, I
Yes, it
saw a tweet from someone who we should start giving credit on the show.
Probably.
I just cause I see the tweets during the
Yeah,
break
yeah.
and then whatever. But anyway, someone said Raw's getting all the guys Paul Heyman is high on, and yeah,
That's
so.
good. Apparently, except the Fiend, because he wanted the Fiend apparently, but Fox. That's alright. Next up, third round for Monday Night Raw. Cedric Alexander.
Wait, pause on who was writing Bray Wyatt stuff? Did you say that was Heyman?
I know. He probably. I
Or
don't know.
Bischoff.
I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering because
I
I
know
know we
Bray
talked
has-
about that before.
Bray has had influence, and I know. Well, Aleister Black stuff was written by Heyman.
That I think that might have been who.
Yeah, no,
okay.
that was
Okay.
Heyman. So it makes
Oh,
sense.
and the Canella stuff was by Heyman. too.
Yeah, he's a big fan of the Canales. Cedric goes to Raw.
Okay.
I'm telling you, does SmackDown even draft anybody?
Yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura
But it's
with
just gonna
Sami
look-
Zayn are
Really?
going to, they're together apparently going to SmackDown, which they were already on.
See, that's the thing about the draft. Like, I mean,
They're keeping the same
change it.
people. Yeah.
But that's what happens when you have guys, or when you have 3 picks on Raw, 2 on SmackDown or whatever,
Yeah.
because you're going off of the hours or whatever.
This is interesting. Going to Raw, the third round, Humberto Carrillo,
Who's that again?
cruiserweight superstar, 205
Oh yeah, I was
Live.
gonna say that name sounds familiar.
He's appeared on NXT, and he's in the third, so good for him. I mean,
they
could
may
mean
get to use
something.
him now.
Could mean something big for him. So
Or-
he's really good.
Or they won't use him. One or the other.
Well, they did stuff with Cedric. They've been doing stuff, so I mean,
Okay.
you know, stay positive.
You never know.
He's good. He's good. Next up,
He doesn't wear a mask?
no.
Okay.
Next up, Ali for SmackDown.
Is his stock falling a little bit?
A little bit, but
Not
this
anything.
could-
He not on his do. He didn't botch anything or whatever.
No,
right?
he's
just,
fine.
yeah.
They just haven't used him. But with this draft, hopefully.
Right.
Again, he's on SmackDown. He was already on SmackDown, so it's kind of
It's kind of silly.
yeah. And finally for Raw, no, they did get a SmackDown guy, Eric Rowan.
Okay.
Eric Rowan's on Raw now, so something new for him. He's away from Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns.
What about Harper?
Nope, there's no mention of Harper. Eric Rowan.
He might not make it to the end of the year.
Next up in the fourth round, Buddy Murphy to Raw. I like.
I
it.
did see something.
I like that.
You're getting around
Give-
that R-Truth area there.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy is
Well, Alexis there, no?
they're not together.
Oh.
They haven't been together in years.
Yeah, for a couple
years.
months.
No, it's been more than a few months. Been longer.
No.
It's been at least a year.
Think so?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, you know, that pig got a little bigger and stuff, so.
Oh, yes.
Did she still have the pig?
Yeah, Larry Steve.
Yeah, Larry Steve.
I follow him on. He's entertaining.
Is he?
Most
Yeah.
entertaining pig on Instagram.
He's huge, no?
Yeah. He's
They're
got his own bed.
They're so cute when they're small, but then
Oh,
when they get bigger, it's
even
like...
no, he's cute now.
Is he?
It's adorable.
I haven't kept up with him.
Yeah.
When they can just fit in your hand.
Talking about a pig right here on the Pro Wrestling Podcast.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
Pro wrestling is all about diversity.
Oh.
Kinda. Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
we got Kobe Kingston in the champ, so we can claim diversity now.
Going to SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode.
On SmackDown?
Did they lose the Raw Tag Team titles tonight?
Probably.
I think they did to the Viking Raiders.
I'll check.
That was on the line tonight. So
Oh.
they probably did. I think we just got spoiled there. Sorry, but yeah, they're on SmackDown now. Okay,
There you go.
different.
I think it would have been better if they won their match and then they're like, oh, you guys gotta vacate.
I would
Nah.
not be against if they...
And they took the titles.
Stripped the titles. and
No,
then-
I would have liked it if they took the titles to
Oh,
Raw and then
well, that's
had
true.
to maybe double duty or something. I don't know.
That would have been cool too.
Jinder Mahal to Raw.
That's right. Yeah, he was down there in the.
Surprised he got drafted at all. Carmella
Yeah.
to SmackDown, and R-Truth to Raw.
Yeah, there.
Apparently, we have 2 more rounds that have not been updated. So I don't know. I'll check Twitter and see if there's any updates there. But as of right now, those are.
I wonder
the
if
latest
anybody's gonna bust
trends.
a Triple H.
If what?
If anybody's gonna bust a Triple H like many years ago when he was in Evolution, he got drafted. He's like, "You guys better trade me. Trade me
and
back."
dude,
Hold on, we got some breaking news here.
Do-do-do,
A minute ago.
Okay.
This is literally breaking news.
Here we go.
From WWE's Twitter account.
I'm ready.
Seth Rollins will defend the Universal Championship against The Fiend Bray Wyatt in a Falls Count Anywhere match at Crown Jewel.
That would bring the Fiend back to Raw.
No, see, well, I think
Wow.
that's what I mentioned, right? Because they're splitting them up.
Right.
Okay, wait. So Seth Rollins is the Universal Champion,
On Raw.
and he got drafted to Raw.
The Fiend is on SmackDown currently.
The Fiend's not gonna win. He's
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
win.
I don't know. Are they really going to make the mistake twice?
It seems that way. What happened in Saudi Arabia? They think stays in Saudi Arabia, but doesn't.
They angered a lot of people on at Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I know,
They're
that's
really
why,
going to do
but-
that again?
I mean, maybe as long as it's not a DQ finish. But what are you gonna do, pin him? I mean, it could happen, sure. I mean, they can give it to Bray, but I'm just saying, why would they give it to Bray if he's on SmackDown?
Does Brock lose it to King Velasquez and does King go to Raw?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
No, could that be a possibility?
no, I doubt it. Because then what are you gonna do with Kane after? I mean, yeah, you're gonna do something with
could.
him after, but it's
I
just
don't
like
know. I mean, if he's going to be a full-time guy.
I just need to see Kane Velasquez do more than one storyline before I'm like, oh yeah, he's a full timer.
So this really makes it interesting. Are they going to have...
And they do that. They've done that.
They've done this.
But where they do the draft and then they like have to finish a feud.
Right.
So yeah, you got to finish the feud, and Saudi Arabia is a good.
This could be a way to get people to watch the show, too.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people boycott the show.
But I think this is totally predictable.
I don't think it's as predictable as you think it is. Everyone thought it was predictable the Fiend was going to win a Hell in a Cell.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins winning. If Seth Rollins wins, you have to do 5 jumping jacks on you now. Tell me, Mom.
All right, I'll take that bet.
All right,
You
bet.
do the same.
All right, yeah. If Bray Wyatt wins,
If Bray Wyatt wins,
I will do 5 jumping jacks on you now, and while we are on the air here.
This match is going to end in a no contest, isn't it?
And if it does,
then we cancel it out.
I'm glad you said something before I did, because I was gonna say that we both had
No,
to do it.
no, I canceled it out. Nothing happened. Rob, you're
Rob,
famous.
if it's a no DQ, Rob has to do 5 jumping
It's falls
jacks.
count anywhere, so there can't be no there's no disqualification. But
You
it
got
could be a no
lucky.
contest if they knock each other out or
good.
something. They threw it out last time.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
yeah, that's some interesting big piece of news right there. I'm glad we got it on the air because
Yes.
usually that happens once we go off the air.
Uh-huh.
I know that happened a few weeks ago. I was disappointed we missed it.
I just don't see how Bray wins this. I think he should win.
They could switch those titles. I'm telling you, the WWE title goes to Raw. You get the Universal Championship and the blue strap on SmackDown. I've seen that picture with the blue strap.
I could see it happening. I just don't. I just feel like, has this kind of stuff happened on WWE before? Yes, it has. But I think if you want to appear as organized and knew what you were doing with this whole draft, that's the whole reason why you messed up Hell in a Cell. Was because
I
it was.
I like the ending personally, but so that's.
Yeah.
If it gets switched back and it is Eric Bischoff's show, what if they brought the big gold belt back?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think he's mentioned how he felt about it. I think he will. It's not up to him. No, they're gonna keep the belt.
Yeah.
For merchandise and all that other stuff. So.
All right. Yeah. So we've
Okay,
got-
so
I don't know who else is being drafted.
but if you look at the drafts right now as they are, who do you think won the draft?
I'm gonna say Raw.
Okay, why? Because they got more picks.
No. They've got some diversity. They've got
The club.
Humberto Carrillo, which is unexpected.
So they got new people.
And they've got new guys.
Like people who weren't even on the main roster.
Buddy Murphy, who has not been used in a while,
yeah.
he's on Raw. I feel like he'll be used.
Right.
They've got Aleister Black, who's been on and off TV for months.
Right.
They poor Ali's on SmackDown. Hopefully they'll use him.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's just more opportunity now on Raw. Now that you've got Brock on SmackDown.
Yeah, Brock's gonna take up 3 segments and 30
Exactly.
minutes of the show.
He's gonna take up that title picture up there.
Yeah.
Now you've got Raw as an open playing field in a sense.
You know what? That will be kind of interesting about Brock, though, and I'm sure Brock has some sort of creative control and whatnot. The fact that
Here we go. I got the final round. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Actually, go ahead. Keep talking.
So the thing with Brock is Heyman's not writing for him, so Heyman's not gonna put him over all the time. He's in the hands of someone else. But again, I'm sure he has some creative control. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see a few more losses from Brock than we normally would have.
I could totally see him losing the title at.
That'd be kind of
Crown
interesting
Jewel.
if they put it on Cain
What?
Velasquez, but then
If
where
Cain-
do they go from there?
If Kane loses, it's gonna probably be a non-contest. To be honest.
Yeah, but
I'm not making a bet on that one.
No, I know. I'm just saying, well, no, yeah, if you're gonna get something more out of it, my whole thing is you can't have Cain Velasquez bring him in for a no contest. Yeah, Cain, we're gonna bring you in, and we're gonna have you go to a no contest.
Who knows how it's gonna go.
Well,
we could predict it on our show leading up to Crown Jewel.
I just don't think he would.
I don't think he's gonna lose either. I'm not saying he's gonna win, but I don't think he can lose in the first match.
I can see him losing, because he's the new guy. He's new. Brock, you got the upper hand.
Okay, so Raw's got some new people. All right, so round 5.
Okay.
The Miz
Raw
goes,
has more new people.
The Miz goes to SmackDown.
Oh, first of all, that's disrespectful to the Miz.
Yeah, round 5. He should have. Number 1 draft pick right there for me.
Something, at least, yeah.
Maybe not number 1, but he's up there.
He should have been higher. Yeah.
For Raw, Akira Tozawa. 205 Live's going under.
Yeah.
Right?
Where's he going? SmackDown? Raw?
Raw.
So all the cruiserweights are going to Raw.
Essentially, King Corbin is going to SmackDown. Oh yeah.
He was already on SmackDown.
No, he was on Raw.
Oh yeah.
They got someone new.
Oh, but he was on SmackDown when The Rock did the segment.
Well, they were doing the wild card stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, Raw totally wins this draft. Shelton Benjamin, ain't no stopping him, is going to Raw.
Wow, he's still in the. I saw him at a house show like less than a year ago, so I'm not surprised that he's still going.
You know who else is going to Raw? Samoa Joe.
Disrespectful.
Well,
That's
he's been on the injury.
Oh.
He was on SmackDown doing an analyst type thing.
On what? On SmackDown?
Yeah. They
Oh,
had
really?
Renee Young, Booker T, and he was on the panel.
Okay.
He's been injured. And round 6, the final round of the night is in the books.
Okay.
Going to Raw. Do you guys want to guess?
Left.
Exactly, but you guys just throw out some names.
Hornswoggle.
John Morrison has not been mentioned despite him supposedly.
I don't know what
being
happened.
somebody.
Everyone was talking about him one night, and then they just stopped. I don't know what happened.
No, he should be a surprise.
It should be. Sure. He signed.
I would
When
think
is
he
the
signed.
Royal Rumble?
January. That's still months away.
They should have kept it hushed.
Yeah. Well, they have, but it's leaks. So I don't know. Round 6. I'm just gonna
No, wait.
We gotta hit a commercial break right now.
Alright, go for it.
Rey Mysterio to Raw.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, Cain Velasquez is gonna win the title and take it to Raw. Bray will take the titles to SmackDown. That's how they do it. Ray's on Raw.
Yeah, I guess.
Ray's
that can
associated
happen.
with Kane.
Yeah,
To SmackDown, Shorty Gable.
Cool. Oh my God, yeah. What's up with his name?
They changed it to Shorty Gable.
I forgot about
Chad
that.
Gable
That
is
was
now
so
Shorty
annoying.
Gable.
And he's on what, SmackDown? People were not happy about this, and it was trending on Twitter.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I mean, he was happy with it.
Was he, though?
beat Corbin the week before, and he said, "You can call me," or at Hell in a Cell. He's like, "Call me whatever you want. Call me Shorty Gable. I don't care." He's like, "I just beat the King." So that was their way of transitioning him to Shorty Gable.
So I'll give him credit that they at least had a transition for it,
Yeah.
instead of whatever they did with the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
Or the War Raiders, or the Viking Experience, whatever they were.
To Raw, Titus O'Neil.
Okay.
All right. To SmackDown, the last SmackDown pick of or at least on TV. Elias. He's injured at the moment.
Okay, yeah.
And the last pick for Raw of the night. You guys want to guess?
And Elias was on Raw.
SmackDown.
Was he, man?
Yes.
So SmackDown didn't change it all.
I'm telling you, Raw has more diversity. They
Yeah, I
changed
know,
Raw.
but I'm just like
The last pick for Raw
the last pick for Raw
is a female.
Maria.
No. Don't think it.
We gotta hit a commercial break.
Natalia.
No, she's been already
The
drafted.
Glamazon.
No, she's not wrestling.
I'm gonna say it's Carmella.
No, she was already drafted.
I know, but I've seen people get drafted twice on the same thing.
Liv Morgan.
Oh yeah, so there she has a little fan base on Twitter.
Yeah. Well,
She's
it's
come
a-
back from injury, I think.
Well,
Or
the
she just wasn't being used.
Where's the other one?
Sarah
The other
Logan
one.
has not been
Exactly.
drafted. Ruby Riott has been injured.
Dang,
Cesar-
she what was her injury? She had a neck injury?
She had 2 surgeries on her shoulders, I think.
Oh, 'cause she's been
Or
out for a
knees.
while.
So she had a double surgery. So did Nia Jax. She was,
Oh, I
she
forgot
was
about Nia.
drafted. It's her birthday today. No, it was her debut today, 4 years ago.
Oh.
We're gonna take a quick commercial break, but when we return, I'm gonna pitch something to the guys over here. See if we like it.
You're gonna pitch something. We're not playing baseball. This is a wrestling radio show.
No, I'm pitching an idea.
Yes,
All right, right here. I'll be on the road.
I just gotta clarify.
YouTube sensation Miranda Sings will perform her new live show, Who Wants My Kids, at
this is
the
the bullshit
Enrichment
that I-
Training
I feel
Carpenter
like he's
Performing
Yeah,
Arts Center
probably.
on December
This is the
20th,
bullshit I don't like, though,
2019
where
at 8
they-
p.m. Colleen Ballinger created
people can show
Miranda
back
as
up
a
on
parody of
TV
young
now,
self-absorbed
so they can get
singers on
drafted.
YouTube.
Are they?
Miranda
That's what they
offers
kept
questionable
saying, but I'm like,
advice
no one
about
got
singing
fucking drafted.
and life experience.
Hey guys, it's me Maria
Smackdown.
Sings, the famous singer, actor, dancer, model, magician, star. I have very exciting news. I'm going back on tour.
And exudes a deluded self-confidence and goes on
Isn't that
over-the-top
what-
rants
Yeah,
about her
she's a
family
YouTuber.
and personal problems.
Listen
Yeah,
up, folks.
she got her own TV
I'm
show.
not just
On
going on
Netflix,
tour
yeah,
to
yeah,
just
yeah.
sing and dance for y'all.
Huh?
No.
Already?
She has amassed over 30 million
No.
followers across the social media
She just
and
get
has 3.5 billion
I think
views
she got like
on
a talk
YouTube
show.
as Miranda
That's what
Sings.
it's saying.
I'm going
Yeah,
on
this
tour
Miranda
to give
Sings.
away my child.
She got a
I know what
TV
you're
show.
thinking.
Lily
Oh,
Sings.
you're such a bad mom. I'm not a
Miranda
bad
Sings.
mom. I just don't want my kid anymore.
This lady.
For tickets to the
YouTube
December
lady.
20th performance of Miranda Sings
maybe
and
she-
more information about the entire
Lily Sings has a late
25th
night talk show.
anniversary season of the Carpenter Performing Arts Center, visit carpenterarts.org.
Miranda Sings.
I thought that was Fran the nanny.
Fran the nanny.
Oh dear.
Jesus. Okay, so. Oh, so Miranda Sings got canceled?
Get ready, because I'm tagging you in to tune into 22 West Radio every Monday night at 6
I don't
p.m.
know.
Pacific.
I don't even remember.
As myself, Rob
I never did
Flores,
either. Someone showed it to
James
me. I was
Williams,
like,
and Ethan Ortiz discuss everything related to the professional wrestling industry.
That was great! Now, right to the kisser! Why is this man trying to work this?
So don't miss a single
for
episode
discussion.
of Beyond the Ropes.
That's it?
New music discovery.
Local bands.
Local shows.
DIY with the side of fries. Tune in
That's
every
it?
Friday at 3 p.m.
we
to
got
catch the Spare in the Air. Your host Angie.
And Gary invite LA-based musicians every single week to chat and jam.
Listen in for truly indie sounds.
From your future favorites, only on 22 West Radio.
This is going hard, so I gotta start right now.
Can we please have quiet on the set?
Hey, I'm Rob Flores, the host of the Golden Spotlight. Join me every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific as I showcase a variety of guests.
I am what they refer to as an exoneree.
Hi, I'm Carla Perez, otherwise known as Rita Repulsa.
I'm so
my
mad
co-founder
you didn't
of
tell
the
me
television series.
that Rita, you had her in here.
Like, you're really funny. You should try
No, I know. Well,
and that's probably
I'm
how
still
every
mad you
comedian
didn't.
starts.
Bring her back so I can talk to her. I just have questions.
I studied for a little while at the U.S. Institute of Peace.
Every week, someone
I didn't read
steps
a
into the
Blackbird.
spotlight and shares their story.
No,
You
I'm
never
not
know
Blackbird.
what we have in store on 22 Radio.
He's like, who did?
Hi, I'm Manny Valladares. I am a fourth-year journalism major, and you're listening to 22 West Radio.
Yeah, but what do you do, Manny?
And we're back with episode 95 of Beyond the Ropes, because we are BTR Pro Wrestling Talk. As always, you can give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Beyond the Ropes, where we post videos, predictions, and so much more. We are also on YouTube. To search up Beyond the Ropes, or search up Rob Flores Media or Rob Flores. You'll find over 90 episodes uploaded there. We are also individually on Twitter at EthanNV95,
At JHW Reporter.
Rob Flores Media.
and collectively at Real BTR Radio, at Real BTR Radio. That is BTR Radio with 2 R's in it. Alright, 10 minutes left in the show, special 2-hour edition here. And I've got something to pitch to you guys. The last time I pitched something, it was just to Rob.
Yeah, I didn't show up.
No, you weren't here at all. You weren't on the show yet.
Oh,
This was like over a year ago.
okay.
So it's something, another pitch idea. It's going to cause a little homework from us.
Homework?
A little bit, but it's fun homework.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I'll probably do most of it.
How many title reigns does Bret Hart have?
No one cares.
That's a whole show in itself. We need to talk
We've
about.
got to, gotta have like a discussion.
We need to have a
a therapy session.
yes,
here,
we
'cause
need to talk that one.
Poor
through.
James is just not having it with
Yeah,
my displeasure
yes,
of Bret Hart.
It's
I don't hate
it's
him.
out of bounds.
I don't hate him. Okay. All right, let's get into the pitch here. I think I want to have a little fun with the show, doing stuff outside of the show,
Okay.
and I want to pitch an idea that we can start on the 100th episode of Beyond the Ropes.
Okay.
I also want to pitch that episode be potentially 2 hours.
Okay.
Kind of surprising we did 2 hours here, but that's, we do it once in a while.
I'm okay with 2 hours on a
As
100
a-
episode.
Yeah, we just gotta make sure we schedule it right.
Yeah.
But
That's true.
this is episode 95, so we got a few weeks to go.
Yeah.
So as long as we schedule it, we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason I wanted 2 hours is because I think we're gonna need some time if we are gonna do this. A pro wrestling fantasy league.
Oh yeah.
Not what we were doing. Not
Oh.
what Rob and I were doing before.
Oh yeah.
An
I
actual
get you.
fantasy
I'm down.
wrestling league.
I'm down.
Where we each have our own group of wrestlers, but we're not booking them. We were doing fantasy booking
Right,
before.
right.
We're literally just following them and getting points.
It wins, losses.
Losses, and all that.
Okay.
We each-
Points for hitting finisher or whatever.
I kind of had a point system, but we can always collectively.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, this is just a rough draft. I literally came up with this a few hours ago, so.
Mhm.
I've had the idea for a while, but the system just recently.
Mm-hmm.
We each select 30 wrestlers. Might be a bit much, but we could do 20 or something. But we'll.
Yeah, I'll say like maybe 25 or something.
15 male wrestlers.
Okay.
10 women, and 5 tag teams.
Are there more than 10 women each?
Yes.
Are there 30
No, I'm saying factions would be considered a team, and wrestlers must come from WWE, NXT, AEW,
Oh, you're doing
or Impact. I'm taking it outside of WWE
Yeah,
since
yeah.
we're.
Oh, no, in order to follow everything. Yeah.
And other options include other weekly programming shows, including NWA, New Japan, and WOW, and other weekly promotions. It's unlikely we'll use them.
I call dibs on pockets. I'm kidding.
Oh dear.
What is Marco stunt? Marco
Stunt.
Marco, okay.
No, I mean, but
no, I get you.
Those are options there. Ideally, we do want to make some WWE,
And
NXT, AEW, and even Impact possibly. We could get a couple names maybe.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Brian Cage, I think is one.
Yeah, he's
Right.
in there.
Yeah, okay.
And the rules essentially every week, the three of us would earn points by the roster either competing or appearing on television. So this is
Okay.
focused on
Yeah, right.
appearing on television.
Yeah.
The point system I had, and again, this is just a rough estimate. We'll figure out something permanent. But I had 5 points for having a match and a victory.
Okay.
With pinfall, submission, or knockout victory.
Okay.
You would get 4 points for a victory by disqualification, countout, or a forfeit. You would get 3 points for having no match and they just stand tall in whatever program there are. So essentially, they get
Come across the screen.
upper hand or
Right.
something.
Oh, okay.
So like if they're getting a brawl or something, and
Yeah,
they stand
backstage
tall.
segment. Yeah. Okay.
They get 3 points.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
You get 2 points if they just cut a promo.
Okay.
They're on TV. They cut a promo. They do something.
You can cut a promo
No
and maybe
match.
have a match or something. Yeah.
Well, that's 2 points right there.
Yeah.
You get 1 point if they just appear on TV.
Okay.
They just show up on camera.
on the screen.
They're on
there.
camera. 1 point. And you get no points for losses. I mean, we could do subtraction, but I just put 0 for now. No losses or no appearance at all. Essentially, they're just not on the program.
I would say 0 for no appearances, but I can see where we do.
We could do subtraction for losses
but
for sure. But that's just a rough. That's what I had.
I'm down.
Again, 30 wrestlers from primarily WWE and AEW,
Okay.
potentially Impact, New Japan, so on. The way we would essentially keep track of it is, I mean, I would keep up with everything so I could follow everyone's kind of status if you guys can. But
I mean, I think I'd be able to. I think what would make it easier is if, and I'm almost certain you're probably already doing this or thinking this, we need to have a list of every wrestler.
I was thinking about printing out a list of the rosters for WWE and AEW. And I'll throw some names for the other promotions.
Yeah, you know,
at least the big names.
Right. And then that way we can all work off the same list and know who's available.
Know who's available, who isn't.
Yeah, right.
We're obviously all gonna have different people.
Yeah.
Because it's, we earn points differently. Like I said, at least we're working potentially with 30. It could be less, but I was saying 15 male superstars in singles, 10 women from any promotion, and 5 tag teams from any promotion.
Okay.
Just to switch it up.
Yeah, I like it. I think it'll give us a chance to talk about different wrestlers.
Yeah, it's also exactly. It's a good way to get more AEW content because they are now in the fold. We didn't really talk about it, but their ratings dropped a little bit to a 1.1 from a 1.4, but they're still drawing well. NXT did drop from an 800,000 to 750 ish. So it's a bit of a drop, but we'll see if they're able to change that. But it's this fantasy league is not a fantasy booking that Rob and I are doing. We may consider that down the line. I think that would be fun to do. I think now that we have James here.
Yeah.
But I think for now, with the whole fantasy football thing happening, I think it would be fun to have a wrestling league, fantasy league.
So are we going to do the entire draft on the 100th episode?
Yes, that's why I was saying a potential
Good
second
deal.
hour. We focus. I mean, we could do it like WWE, where we do the first round, and then we talk about other stuff. To a second round, to a third round, maybe like 5 rounds or something.
Or we can just stay on the air all day and do a 24-hour marathon on 22 West Media.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I don't know, but they're not here. It doesn't matter.
Oh well, we'll just do it ourselves. We'll do it overnight.
There you go.
No, we'll do a 24-hour stream on Twitch.
There you go.
go.
That's where all the cool kids are at.
Apparently.
And I mean, there's
Even
plenty
though
of down.
Fortnite's dead.
Oh well, now's the time to get on there. Yeah. Fortnite's dead, so
Do it tonight.
No, maybe we need to get off of you now.
Yeah. We're also on with the hashtag.
Hashtag
as we're leaving.
Ask questions.
But okay, so there we go. I mean, you guys are into it. Rob, you're into it.
I'm down.
You're in. Yes.
Rob's nodding his head. Yes.
He's nodding of approval.
Like he thinks this is a TV show when it's clearly a radio show.
Well, he's on.
That's true.
Kind of on camera.
Yeah, he's not on you now, but he was doing this.
We can confirm as of now.
Yes.
BTR, Beyond the Ropes, 100th episode, whenever that is, because I think we do have a holiday.
Ideally in 5-6 weeks.
In 5 to 6-ish weeks.
Yeah.
We will go 2 hours. We'll take over Rob's show again.
Okay.
Like we are now.
Yeah.
And we will do our traditional content, whatever news is out there. And we will do a
Super Draft Special.
There That's a good name for it. Of a fantasy wrestling league. Not fantasy booking, but fantasy wrestling league. where we each pick our rosters, and we try to pick the best wrestlers. And the winner, I don't know what the winner is gonna get. I don't know. We could do this for like maybe 6 months or something.
Yeah.
And then we could do
We'll
something
figure it
else
out,
or
yeah. Figure it out
decide
then.
something. Yeah. But we could do this for maybe like 6 months with this roster and.
We can do a shake-up.
You do a shake-up or
A
we
super
could do-
jab shake-up?
Yeah. Superstar shake-up.
Superstar shake-up.
So, there we
You gotta
go.
be careful saying that. That might be trademark.
Cut it out. Cut it out. No. But yeah, I'm glad you guys are into it.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it in about 5 or 6 weeks. 100th episode of Beyond the Ropes special. It's gonna be 2 hours. We're planning it now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then when we get the list, when the list is all compiled and you know who we're drafting, we'll make that available on Facebook.
Of course,
so
we'll make every.
you guys can follow along, grab your little notepads, and keep track of who has who.
And
the
maybe-
results will also be posted on Facebook.
For sure, and Twitter, We do have our Twitter, and maybe be live tweeting during the show of the results.
Yeah. I'm down.
And maybe we'll dress up a little bit too.
Dress up. I mean, I got clothes on right now.
Well, maybe a little nice shirt or something.
This is a nice shirt.
We're gonna be
It's a
on
hoodie,
camera
but-
here. It's our 100th episode. Gotta do something big. I'll wear my Undisputed Era hat.
Oh Lord.
All right.
I'm gonna buy a Bret Hart shirt.
Oh.
Oh, whoa!
You're testing it.
Oh,
Legends do not
God.
count in this draft. They have to be active wrestlers, by the way.
That's fine. Just so you know.
R-Truth does count, but Shane McMahon doesn't.
Oh, how? How does he not count?
He's not an active wrestler.
He's got a
He's fired. He's not
on-air
employed.
contract.
No,
And he
he's
could show
Not
up.
if he's fired.
We'll come up with more rules collectively and stuff, and the point system again will change over the when we have time.
Yeah.
And I'll get the rosters, and you guys can look up the rosters beforehand. That way, you guys aren't, out of the blue.
What is it, like drawing papers or what?
No, you pick it up.
No, silly. We're
You
gonna
s-
have
you
a
select your own.
We're gonna have a list of names
Oh,
like this,
okay.
like this paper here, and then we'll
Whoever's
follow.
available.
We'll follow off that list throughout the show and mark who has who.
All right.
And we'll need like a blue, a red, and a purple marker pen to put a little dot.
No, we
So
should.
remember.
We can do that. We
Yeah.
could. Yeah, I can. We can.
I'm red, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think, right?
Yeah, he's purple.
Yeah, you're purple.
I'm
but you're
blue.
cruiserweight, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I don't know. I'm getting close. I'm about to get over that 205 mark. To be honest, so we might have to reconsider.
Oh dear. All right.
I'm pushing that 205 mark quite
Oh, man.
about 10
Yellow.
about 10 or 15 pounds away. I'm
You'd
getting
be orange.
I'm getting
That's still
kinda-
too. That's still cruiserweight. Well, you're not.
Orange
you're
is
right.
not cruiserweight.
They have the cruiserweight colors in orange too. Anyways, that does it for our special edition, 2-hour takeover edition of 95 of Beyond the Ropes.
Yeah.
Whatever episode we're on, we've got a few more, and that does it for the draft, I guess.
Yes, it is.
We'll find out more next week. The official shakeup begins this Friday. The official start.
Yeah.
Of the after effects of the draft. And until next time, thank you for tuning in. This episode has been throw it up, too sweet,
Yeah.
and this episode's about to be deleted.
Until it's on YouTube, so follow us on YouTube or subscribe on YouTube and click on the little bell. Thank you.
Bye.
Please.